Underrated Studios. I'm your man Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dow Palantonio, chilling across from me. You know this one, Dow? Coming in funky today. I had to hit that quick off the top.
Low.
I mean, it should be pretty obvious today. The mashup.
Is that the Yin Yang Twins that do that?
Yin Yang Twins are featured.
Okay.
But who's the main artist? This is what put them on the map for a lot of people. A lot of people didn't even know who it was. It's so-and-so and the so-and-sos. That's the
so-and-so and the Yin Yang Twins.
If you could just get the main artist and not the No. Because it's so-and-so and the so-and-sos featuring the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh,
but if you could just get the main artist, it'll be fine. Dallas, really? I thought this is what you'd have off top. I thought the background music, what you struggled with, is what you would struggle with. But last week, not even last week, on Monday, we come in here, and all I hear out of you is, you can't get me. Nobody can get me. I can't be got. I'm Dow Palantonio. I can't be got.
I can't be got on this one. I'm going to say probably Little John, because I know Little John did a lot with the Yin Yang Twins, but I don't know who the main rapper is, though.
You're giving it away in the chat. You got to close the fucking chat when you're doing this. It's Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
East Side Boys,
featuring Yin Yang Twins. Get Low.
Let's get low.
What about the music? Can't be got. I'm disappointed, actually.
It's a pop record.
Take that L on the way out.
What do you think here? It's real bouncy shit. Can you sing the chorus for me at all? To help me?
It gives away the name of the song in the chorus.
Maroon 5.
Good guess. Really good guess.
Yeah.
It isn't Maroon 5.
Damn it.
Unfortunately. But it is Calvin Harris. Feels.
Ooh, it's
Feels. Yeah. Don't be afraid to catch feels or get feels or whatever.
Gotcha.
Calvin Harris Feels. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys featuring the Yang Twins. Get Low. I thought I'm going to stick to classic rock for you.
I think
Actually,
so.
You know what? Let's
This mashup blew.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think this is the worst mashup of all time.
Why?
I don't know.
How that beat drops in, you don't like that?
Nope, not at all.
I think he's salty because he couldn't get it correct, because this is hard as fuck. Oh my God. That goes so hard. Are you kidding me?
I can't believe
one more time.
I just can't believe you made my mood even worse than what it already was today.
I don't understand.
This shit is not good.
Oh, that drops in. Doc, people are losing their minds.
Sounds like I'm going to go shopping at Walmart.
Oh my God.
Blows.
Okay, that is terrible. Mute the thing. You ain't got stuff going on over here. All right, let me play this one for you, Dow. I'll give you the most layup of all layups.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you in a bad mood.
I already love this.
As we start the show.
Third Eye Blind.
Right.
Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charm Kind of Life.
Right.
Or Semi-Charm Life, I guess you'd say. Not Kind of Life. A little Eminem.
It's the return of the... Oh, wait, no way, you're kidding.
Uh-huh.
He didn't just
Hold on.
say what I think he did, did he? And Dr. Dre said... Nothing, you idiot.
Dr. Dre said,
did.
"You
Stop
did it."
face me. Feminist women love
That's
Eminem.
good.
Chicka, Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing
Do you need to wait till the chorus, or can we? Do we know what it is here?
He's so cute, though. Yeah, I probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but no worse than what's going on in your parents' bedroom. But sometimes I want to...
Is it just my name is Slim Shady?
It's not My Name Is. It's the first single off his second album.
That Semi-Charm Kind of Life is overwhelming. Hold on.
That's the message that we deliver to little kids and expect them not to know what a woman's clitoris is. Of course they're gonna know what an course is by the time they hit
This one's hard. This one's good.
Oh, this is good to you.
This is good.
Lil Jon and Feels is shitty,
Nope.
but this is good.
Don't want anything to do with it.
This is great.
This is great.
Okay. All right. Nothing still, huh? We're not to the chorus yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
First single off his second album, huge hit. Launched him into the stratosphere. Came out right before I Am the Way I Am. Now it's Third Eye Blind.
Right,
And it's
right.
gonna come back right here. Here's the chorus. You can't get it here. I don't know what to do.
What are we doing?
We gotta open the door and let you out.
Oh, gotcha. The real Slim Shady.
Unbelievable.
Stand
Welcome
up.
into the show,
Please
everybody.
stand up.
Hopefully, you guys made your way in as we gave Dow the Mashup Challenge off the top on the show. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat, hanging out. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. A lot of people were hitting me up this morning asking if we were going to even have a show. And because of my knee injury, if you follow on social media, at OMG It's TTF, you saw the injury. Make sure you're following all the socials, at Dow Palantonio, at OMG It's TTF, at Most Underrated Podcast on Instagram, at MUPcast on Twitter. Let's keep up with what's going on behind the scenes and everything. We've been missing a ton of shows. And if it wasn't for that fact, I probably would have been like, hey, let's take a long one.
Yeah.
Let's take a long weekend.
You're on the bench.
And I need to, I'm injured. But we're going to play through it today because we've been missing too many shows, and I didn't want to do that to you guys, man. Didn't want to do that to you again. So welcome in, everybody, off the top. Dallas, let's do this really quick.
Let's do it.
Before I even check in with you and see how you're doing and see why you're having such a bad time here and tell my story about the knee and all that stuff. Winger, in the chat. My name was tarnished on the previous cast. I vowed to avenge my name. Winger, I found on the previous cast, and you text me and Dal after you heard the cast, and you said, guys, I never said get the bug for this stuff. I never said that. I vehemently denied that.
Yeah.
I never said it. Winger, so I see that about 12:20, 10 minutes before the cast. I go through my phone, and we're not here, we're just here to call it like it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to call it down the middle. I'm just here to give you the facts here. So if you'd pull the information up on the screen, Dallas, if you'd put that up there, look at this group text. It's me, you, and Dallas in the group. Winger, what does it say at the top there? You don't even need to worry about the rest. Doesn't matter. We're talking about the poker tournament. What does it say at the top? Maybe a free tournament and the winner can get some MUP swag or something. Franchise may just get the bug for this stuff.
Wow.
What does that say, Winger?
He may get the bug.
Apologize in the chat right now, Winger. You did say that. I have the proof here. I wasted time in my intro to give you a little bit of shine. It's not really shine. It's actually burying you. Still a Buried Alive match from 2004, Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But this just is what it is, guy. You got to, you can't say that in the chat. Send us a group text and think I'm not going to find the proof. I guess there's a Slim Shady in all of us. I think that's the best way to end that. All right, you can...
Should I just leave that up the whole cast?
Misha said, damn, exposed. All right, let's put on the worst mashup ever for Dallas.
Let's not. Thought we were done with that.
We'll just have this going on in the background. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. But anyway, Winger, there you go, man. I'm sorry to do that. It's just what happened. That's just what it was. Wow. I went full dad mode. My bad. Thank you, Winger. That's what I like to hear, bro. That's all. Hey, we're all wrong sometimes, and when we get called on it, we just got to tip the cap and be like, all right, I was wrong, right? So, because you definitely, franchise may just get the bug for this stuff. Turn the music down for that one.
Nice.
That's on the soundboard, by the way.
Franchise
May just get the bug for this stuff.
I wonder if that's how he really sounds.
You know what it reminds me of?
That's what I envision of. What's that?
Before the show, we were talking about this. You put me up on game. I thought it was the camp counselor from Salute Your Shorts.
Oh, yeah.
With the white stuff on his face, the high tube socks. He cuts his grass with the scissors.
What does he say to Budnick? He's like, get it right or pay the price. What is it?
It's I hope we never part. Get it right or pay the price.
Yeah, he
Salute
says
Your
fart.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon. I hope we never fart. That's right.
Get it right or pay the price.
But you told me, you're like, no, dude.
No.
It's not that guy. And I'm like, I'm thinking it's someone like that. It's something camp. And you're like, dude, you're thinking of Justin Timberlake, Jimmy Fallon when they did that camp counselor thing. And
Winnipesaukee.
Yeah, dude. One of the producers came through.
It's Mr. Fletcher, camp counselor.
What are you guys doing in here? Mr. Fletcher.
Yeah, Mr. Fletcher, dog.
Hilarious. Hilarious. So classic.
That's awesome.
Classic off the top. Thank you, Winger, for adding some content to the show today. As far as the knee goes, Conley in the super chat, $4.99 for franchise's cankle injury.
I'll cheers to that.
Thank you, bro. You saw the pic. You saw the pic, Conley. You know I don't got cankles, bro. You saw them ankles looking slim, looking right, looking tight, sliding into those PK NMDs yesterday. They were looking fine. There was no cankles there. However,
I can't believe you still have that.
The knee looks like it's smuggled in a softball. Looks like I tried to smuggle a softball in my knee into the concert.
Maybe a cantaloupe.
Grapefruit.
Maybe a cantaloupe.
You think it was that big? Cantaloupe might be extreme. Oh, okay.
No.
So
definitely not cantaloupe.
Let me just start there since we're talking about it, and I'll take the shot in a second. I hurt myself skating. Some people, I've had knee injuries over the years. I've long had knee injuries. Some people have a bad back. Some people have bad shoulders. Some people get bad wrists or ankles. All that stuff is cool on me. My knees have always been an issue athletically for me. Ever since got into high school playing football, knee injuries. Skating, knee injuries. Hockey, knee injuries. Skiing, knee injuries. I've always had knee injuries. I just have bad knees. And they told me what they told me was, dude, I was short until about my junior year of high school. And then all of a sudden I shot up from like wherever I was, short-wise to 6'1" real quick, you know?
A huge growth spurt.
And they said I grew so quick that my knees didn't have a chance to catch up. And that's why I started dislocating my kneecaps and all this nonsense. So I've long been dislocating kneecaps. And I've had a real problem. I had a real serious injury on my right knee when I was like 15, 16. And got surgery on it, and it's never had another problem. It's been great. It's been amazing. No issues. Doctor was incredible.
Nope.
This one over here, the left one, I've had surgery on as well. They did a lateral release because the kneecap kept dislocating, and so they tightened one of the tendons and they loosened one. That way, hopefully, it'll not be pulling it to one side or the other.
Balance it out.
Did it work? No. Hell no.
Hell
Didn't
to
work
the
at
no.
all. Didn't work at all, actually. Didn't even work at all.
Hell to the no, to the no.
So I got this lat release done, and didn't work. The knee still dislocates every so often, every few years. So when I'm doing something, it dislocates a little bit. But normally it just swells up and it kind of goes back, and I can walk on it. This time it felt worse. It felt different. And I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm knocking on wood that there's no ligament damage, ligament injuries. So I don't have to have surgery. But even if there is, I'm hoping that this is just going to go down in like a week, the swelling and everything. And that way I'll be able to at least walk around and get around on it. And I can have surgery at my own leisure. I can go get the MRI, see what's up, and then I can schedule the surgery next year, sometime that's a little bit more convenient, maybe the holidays, whatever. But
maybe when you have better insurance, that'd be nice.
Right, yeah, right. No health insurance. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. See what happens. But that's what's up with the knee. I got it wrapped. I'm playing through for you guys. Injured today. No big deal.
Yeah, walking through the studio this morning, man, was a little rough, man. Watching you on the, watching you with the, shit, what are those called, man? Not the little things that you're using. Damn, what are those called?
What are they called?
Damn, I can't remember now.
Crutches.
Crutches. There you go.
There you go.
Watching you with crutches, you're not going to be a tight old man. I'll be honest with you.
A tight old man. What do you mean?
If you have to have crutches and stuff, man, it painted this picture.
Tell me this, Dallas.
Yeah.
Just tell me this really quickly.
I hope to never see you in crutches. Stop fucking yourself up. That's all I want to say.
What old man uses crutches? Just tell. They use a wheelchair. No old man.
No, they use walkers. They use
but
like
not crutches.
No, probably not crutches.
No old man. That's like a risk injury. Can you imagine an old person that has trouble walking initially? They're using crutches.
Their arms would fall off.
Right. Bad example.
You need a walker with tennis balls.
What's wrong? See, you don't know how I'd be with a walker. I'd probably be fine with the walker.
You might be kind of tight.
I'd probably have the Supreme tennis balls underneath my walker, pushing through. I'll probably be fine.
The camo Supreme stickers. You'd be ready.
Probably slay all day with the walker. Are you kidding me?
That's probably true.
But the crutches, I'm not, dude. I used to be ill on crutches, but once this swelling goes down or I have surgery, I think I'll be fine on crutches. Because when you can whip around on crutches, I'm okay. It's the fact that I'm going slow and like
you've got to keep it
hurts,
straight,
bro.
Or
every movement, every time you crutch along, it fucking hurts. Like
do your pits hurt yet?
No, I don't have any. I haven't had any problem there. You know what hurts is the palms, the hands, pushing down on those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's more where you're holding it. And my Aunt Berta, shout out, she's the real MVP. Thank you, Aunt Berta. She came through yesterday with the crutches, so I didn't have to go buy some.
Oh, sick.
So she's like, "Hey, I got these, but they're adjusted to the highest. They go at 5'10". So I'm kind of.
That'd be perfect for me.
Yeah. And I asked you if you had any, and you're like, "No."
But my mom did though.
Your mom had them.
But hers, I mean,
same thing. Probably super short.
She's a Jewish Hispanic lady, so they're probably real short.
Those things go up to 4'9" or what?
4'9" and a quarter, I tell you.
But anyway, that's what's going on with me. That's the injury. Thank you kindly for the donation, bro. Yeah, no health insurance. I'm gonna need it, my guy.
Yeah, no doubt. What'd you come out with pocket yesterday?
I don't know. They bill you.
Oh shit.
Who knows?
Oh god.
But yeah. But the thing at the emergency room is they're going to treat you regardless, even if you can't pay.
Right.
So I just told them, I was like, I can't pay. I'm poor.
Wow.
See what happens.
You're going to have to sell some stock.
Yeah. Luckily, that's why we have investments. That's why we have stocks. That's why we have shoes to sell. That's why we have a lot of stuff in the back burner to sell once stuff starts going. That's why you save money, kids. Save money, invest in stuff, have investments laying around. That way, when you need money, you can just sell those things off or do any of that stuff. Shoes on the table. Jose Morales. That was a classic one, huh? Shoes on the table.
Shoes on the table.
Anyway, what's going on with you? Why are you in a bad mood? I noticed when you came in here that you weren't in like the greatest. And I was like, dude, you might have to carry the show today. I'm not really feeling the greatest.
Right.
And I texted you. I was like, can you bring me 4 ibuprofen? I forgot before I left the crib, and I'm in some fucking pain. So you came in. I tell you that, and then I look at you, and you're not in the greatest. You're kind of...
I'm somber.
Yeah, just not... not in the greatest mood. I don't know, what you want to talk about, but
Yeah. I'll go into it a little bit, man. Shit, I don't give a shit. We'll see if Robin's listening. That being said, man, I'm a little pissed off, man. So I went in.
I need to dead the music for this.
No, you can have a little music in the background.
This
So
is like happy, like start the show nice. This is a little bit pissed off.
that's a little intense.
All right, go
It's
ahead.
a little Nirvana intense. So last week, went to the dentist, right? Had a crown done. That was 2.5 hours I spent there because they make the crown in-house, right? So they get your mold or whatever, and then they actually go and fire it in the kiln or whatever they make it out of. Pretty cool, but you're there 2.5 hours. And I'll tell you what, a minute longer in the dentist is too long. You dig?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
So
it's awful.
that 2.5 hours was bad, but they had Friends playing, so I was able to watch the TV show Friends. That was cool, but it's just not a great place to be, so I don't recommend that. That being said, the crown has been okay, but I told him it was a little long. Like they need to like trim it down a little bit more or shave a little bit more off, right? Because
Is it
I feel like
stabbing?
my bite isn't correct.
Oh,
Like
gotcha.
it's higher
Okay.
it's higher on the crown side.
Yeah, yeah.
And I told them, they're like, well, I think it's pretty good. They measure it. They make you like bite and grind on this little piece, and it kind of shows you where your bite is. So that's a little high. And then shit, that was last week that this has been going on, right? Or when this happened. So now, even today, almost a week later, it was a week actually yesterday. Dude, it's still sensitive, like really
No shit.
sensitive, dude, to cold, to a lot of different foods. And I'm like, fuck, what does that mean? Do they have to pull that out? Do they have to remake it? So I do have an appointment tomorrow, and that was for initial cleaning, and which I'm not pumped about that because where they did all the work, dude, I have some canker sores now because of what they jammed and like messing with my gums and going deep and fucking that up. So
So
like
you're unhappy with these guys.
I'm unhappy with these guys because right now,
Plus, you feel like you're falling apart.
dog, in my life, I don't have any resolution, right? So this hasn't been resolved. The clearing my throat stuff that I've been dealing with for like 2.5 months, where I've had COVID like 19 times, I'm still clearing my throat. It gets worse with food. And then, so I wasn't diagnosed with acid reflux. I wasn't diagnosed with anything. They basically said, that's allergies. And because the fires are that bad, it's that. And I'm like, I've had this for 2.5 months, pre the fires, pre the allergy season intensity. So like everybody just wants to throw all this shit at me, man, and to see if it sticks. So I have no resolution. The latest thing, I'm going to see a urologist. I've got some issues downstairs, and I don't want to go into them too far yet. I just want to see what happens with the urologist. And they were booked out till October 1st. And finally, the 6th place I called, I finally got an appointment with the urologist, and I have an appointment on the 14th the 10th of this month.
That's scary shit. Now, that is the thing that I'd be stressed. Like the crown, okay. Yeah. I see how you're mad. That's, if you're having problems downstairs.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether testicular stuff. I mean, I just had a friend, one of my best friend's dads just got diagnosed with testicular cancer, just had surgery yesterday, and they don't know. It was not a routine checkup thing. It was I'm feeling some shit going on, and he went in and they found it. So we don't know how far along it is.
So
we don't know what stage.
His was different because he actually felt something.
Dog,
a lot of that stuff you don't know.
That's fucking scary.
It's lying dormant, and then it's just growing without you knowing of whatever it is. So,
man.
so I'm trying to get the cancerous stuff out of my mind. I'm trying to get
right.
without going too far into it because
all those convenience store trips and the energy drinks and the Red Bull and
whatever,
all that.
right?
Yeah, sodas.
And I don't even know if it's that, but there could be bladder stuff, there could be kidney stuff there. So again, I'll get into it once I have kind of a diagnosis and a resolution, because if it is something that I can talk about and that might help people, I'd love to do that, dude. But I'll tell you what, as a man sitting here in front of you and with all these motherfuckers that mess with us, it's embarrassing. It's tough. Like, you don't want to go to the doctor. You don't want them to play with your junk. You don't want them to have to say what you have, what you don't have, what you could have. If something down there isn't right, that deals with either your bladder, kidney, that type of stuff, just your system, it's traumatic. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's not fun. And yet again, with my life and just Dal's health, for the last 1.5, 2 years, it's just yet another thing that I'm trying to figure out. I'm putting the work in. I'm going to the appointments. I'm making the appointments. And luckily I do have, insurance. I'm Robin's domestic partner, which is great. So I have great insurance to figure these things out.
Lucky you.
God damn, dude. There's just no resolution yet with all these things. And, then we get into Rob and I's relationship, the intense counseling that we're doing there. Fuck, dude, I just can't get a break. And I get it, man. I try to be very fair and balanced. You know, I got Robin on the other side, like, oh, Dallas has got another issue. Dallas has got another something or whatever.
Damn.
And yet she's supportive.
Right.
But she's also sitting back there like, knock, knock. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us being a priority, because there's a lot of prioritization that we're talking about with counseling. There's a lot of Dallas taking initiative with planning some stuff, doing some stuff, committing to some stuff, because Dallas is kind of the anti-committer, right? That's the way I've been raised. My dad was anti-committer. I'm kind of the same thing. It doesn't work very well in a relationship. So I'm trying to understand her take, but the other selfish part of me is like, yo, why don't you just relax?
Relax. Don't you see I got all this stuff going on?
I'm just trying to get this shit figured out, because,
totally see both
but like,
sides.
you can't tell your partner that. It's not fair. It's not, you know, it wouldn't be fair to me to just be like, hey, let me get my shit taken care of, then I'll get back to us.
Right.
You know?
But at the same time,
it's
on
really
the other side,
different.
you got to support, you got to understand the anxiety, especially you, bro. Do we know more people with more anxiety?
Than me.
Yeah,
No,
we don't.
I
We don't really.
Yeah.
Right. So having all this stuff going on with you, not only is all the stuff going on that you're trying to get figured out, but dude, I guarantee you've just hit a crazy wall of anxiety in your mind. I'm sorry for that. I didn't.
It's wild, yeah.
Maybe we should have taken the show off today. Jeez, we're both banged up.
I can't talk very well today, and I just processing my thoughts. I'm very in this feeling stage, you know, just trying to get feels, trying to understand, because there's no facts that I can connect it with, unfortunately, at this time. It's very frustrating, and I don't think I have any bigger problems than anybody out there. There's so many other bigger problems, but the fact of the matter is, I have things that aren't diagnosed that are issues, and, you know, hopefully they're smaller than bigger, and I can get back to my regularly scheduled program within my relationship that takes a lot of work, that we're putting a lot of work into, and trying to make that better. Yeah. That's really what I'd like to focus on. But these these small things, and whether I was having them, families having them. My mom, she just had a bad mammogram, so I don't want to share too much on that.
Yikes.
So are they going to take a biopsy of that? I don't know. So these things happen, dude. Irregular pap smears with women. I mean, there's just, dude, friends and family. Like my dad, he actually he just got a hernia, and I think they're calling it a double hernia. So he's got to get that operated on in the middle of this month. So these things are going to continue to happen. Life sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You just have to make the best out of it that you can and keep it pushing. But I think just not having answers as a man, like my dad, he was diagnosed with a hernia. He knows what the treatment plan is.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, if she had a bad mammogram, cool. What's the next step?
Right.
With me, I don't know what the fucking next steps are, and I think that's what's frustrating. I would just like to know, so then we can develop a plan. There is no plan.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
I think that's what's hard.
Especially for someone that has anxiety, not knowing.
Yeah,
'Cause
sure.
then you're just beating yourself up in the brain all day, every day. Looking, and
then you go to the internet. Oh, shit. You go to the internet.
You
You're in trouble.
WebMD and shit.
Yeah.
Killing yourself over
I was
there.
dead 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's just crazy, right?
So yeah, man, that's a little scope into me. And like I said, I'll let all you fools know what's going on as soon as I have, you know,
Info.
diagnosis, because
Right.
I would love, you know, I could be like, oh yeah, I had this sign or I had this symptom and whatever. And once I have something, shit, man, I'll be super pumped to share it with you guys, because if you guys have that shit, DM me. We can talk about it. I can walk you through it, because I feel like I'm a walking like health Bible right now. As soon as we get answers, so.
Interesting.
That's what I got for you.
Some really good stuff in the comments. A lot of positive. Keep your head up, Dow. Don't be embarrassed. You're helping people. Jay Nasty. It's called courage. Geez, the show got dark quickly. Hope you fools heal up quickly. Misha, don't ever feel embarrassed, Dow. Being able to love is a gift, brother. Two Fly Danieli. There you go, man. Relationships are so much work. Conley, and he just got married. There's a guy that just tied the knot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he's telling everybody, shit's tough. Philly Mayor, it's even worse when you have a hot chick as your doctor checking your junk. You had any of that, Dow? Or you haven't got anything checked yet?
No, I haven't got anything checked yet.
Right.
So, so the urology appointment is the 10th, and we'll see.
The 10th. Oh, my gosh. So are we missing the cast that day?
Nope.
We're going?
We're doing the cast. The appointment's at 3 o'clock. So we might have a little shorter cast, but I've been working full-time hours now, so that was the only time I could get in. And, you know, we'll do it on the cast.
You know what else that day? You know what that is?
The 10th.
Oh, dude, we're going to have to give our first week of heaters, because that's Thursday NFL kickoff, Chiefs Texans, Thursday night, the 10th. So we're going to have NFL heaters ready to go that day.
Yeah.
Start that off. The DraftKings tournament, we got to get that going again.
That'll take my mind off of that.
A bunch of people hit me up and were like, hey, are you still doing DraftKings? I didn't make it in the fantasy, but I still want to do that. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Yeah, dude, it'll be good.
You bet.
Good to take your mind off of everything, bro. this is exactly what I was thinking. Brian was saying, I can't even find the comment anymore, but he was just talking about how much stress can affect the body in so many ways that, you know, if you're just stressed out about something else, you can start feeling something that's not even related to that.
Oh, yeah.
And you feel sick or you feel messed up in a different way, and it's just stress.
Totally.
Stress-related stomach issues, a little IBS action, any of that stuff, dude. It's very, very hard. Yeah, it was my aunt. Dow, praying for you, love you. Remember, one step at a time and keep the faith. Proud of you for moving forward. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
Good stuff, man. Sorry to take a turn into a darker side of the show, but I also do, while we're on this topic, we had Chadwick Boseman on the rundown last week, speaking of health issues and everything else, or on Monday's show. We just didn't get to it. We spent so much time talking about the Jacob Blake scenario and NBA bubble stuff that was going on there, and we just kind of ran out of time. But Chadwick Boseman, that was another thing that hit people out of left field, dude. Dies at 43 from colon cancer. Obviously, you guys have heard by now. Super, super sad. You've seen the outpouring from celebrities coming out, just saying how much that he meant to them, how much he contributed to their lives. A lot of pictures of kids because of the comic movies he's been in, the Marvel movies. A lot of kids.
Yeah. Him visiting cancer patients, literally in the hospital, you know?
Yep. I heard this morning that they're actually working on a statue to honor him in his hometown.
Oh, that's tight.
Anderson, South Carolina.
Hell yeah.
So they're going to work on a permanent statue to put up there, which would be really cool. Some of the fallout, Disney is really kind of struggling, I saw.
Yeah.
To figure out what they're going to do
with the next Black Panther and that character. Yeah.
To keep that whole thing going. That's going to be very tough for them. And gosh, I don't know, man. I think this is very interesting. This is what I saw. Did you see Black Panther? Did you see 42? Did you see when he played Little Richard? Did you see any of those movies, the biopic?
I saw 42, which was a super, super great tribute. I thought he did stupendous in that. And of course, I've seen all the Marvel movies, you know. Big fan.
Some info about 42. This is pretty cool. 42 is going to be getting a re-release in theaters.
Very cool.
So you'll have one more chance. I know my aunt was talking about she hadn't seen it the other day. She would really like to see it. Maybe we can go together. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
AMC Theaters is going to be putting the 2013 film at 300 different locations later this week. And they could start showing as early as Thursday, which is today.
That's cool.
So if you want to go see 42, Chadwick Boseman playing Jackie Robinson there in that movie, you can go see it one more time on the silver screen or on the big screen. And check your local AMC theaters for that. So R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. Super, super sad.
Yeah. I think what I would add to Chadwick Boseman, I think as we look at it, he got a lot of criticism towards the kind of tail end of his career. You know, people were looking at his weight issues, you know, kind of sunken in face. People were actually seeing kind of some of these remnants of what we now know as cancer really affecting his body and his overall look. His weight loss. And, you know, he was getting a lot of, you know, hate out there saying, you know, drugs and people just throwing stuff at him, dude. You know, just to see what sticks.
Oh, shit. I never even saw that.
And it's unfortunate, man, that comes out of it. But it's also... It just talks about the power that young man had, you know, just to not let everybody know, not let everybody be distracted by that, and him not being distracted. I mean, him putting all that weight on for the Black Panther movie while he's dealing with these treatments, you know, and some of these other movies. It's just unbelievable, the character, the Mamba mentality, the persistence, and just caring about his craft, you know, that he had, I think is just amazing. It's absolutely brilliant to read about some of that as he's going through one of the most painful, physically and mentally, and for his family, and knowing that he may pass.
And to keep it quiet, the entire time,
dude, that just says something about him and who he was, you know, and, you know, that's the type of person that I love to surround myself with. And unfortunately, you know, obviously I can't do that with an actor now that he's passed, but it just really talks about who he was. And I think that's beautiful. The other thing I would say is, I actually noticed something weird, and I don't know if it was me. I don't know if I was just trying to reach. But when I found out the passing of him, do you remember he was actually a judge for the All-Star Dunk competition? He was one of the judges.
But I'm not Mr. All-Star Weekend like you are.
I am, man.
Right.
I love it.
I know you are.
So I was like, oh, I guess that's not weird because there's still, some Black Panther, some press, I think Dwight Howard maybe had the Black Panther mask in one of his dunks this past year. I'm not for sure, but I think that may have happened. Or maybe Donovan Mitchell. It might have been Donovan Mitchell. But either way, last year or the year before, there was that. And he was actually a judge. And it was interesting because he wasn't like super hype. He wasn't super loud, like a lot of the judges and, doing the big actions and putting up the signs. And I almost thought, it felt like, I remember thinking about it because when I found out his passing, my head went right back to that. And I was like, thinking about how weird that was for me.
That moment where you saw him.
Yeah,
and it
because I was like,
there's
there's something weird about him. And I didn't think he had cancer. I didn't think anything.
Right, of course. You just thought he was an odd guy or thought maybe something was affecting him weird?
Was it a bad decision on the NBA to have him on the panel because he was so quiet, calm, cool, collected by himself? He didn't really get with
Not
the
your normal
group and
celeb
talk.
or stand-up comedian or actor where they're cracking jokes and messing around.
He just didn't act how you would see a typical judge panel at such a hype competition.
It's crazy interesting. Your brain went back to that point.
And it went back to that point, and I was like, I felt like something was a little weird. And again, it wasn't that I knew anything or thought anything like that. I just thought, man, he just seemed really disconnected from what a judge on a typical panel for a hype dunk competition would be. That's all it was. It was no more than that. So it did go back to that, and then I just, I started thinking about kind of some of the pictures that I had seen leak of him, where he had sunken in cheeks. He looked, like a lot of weight had been lost, and just thinking, man, shit, and what role is this guy, trying to get now? That's all it was for me. Mm-hmm. But there was a lot of hate for him and towards him about what's going on, and people just trying to take guesses. But again, the strength that man had mentally and physically, his family, him, really almost being a philanthropist, man, just going into the hospitals, seeing these kids, really just caring. There's a lot of caring that it seemed like he did. So, yeah, rip to a young man. What was he, 42?
43.
43.
And that's just a reminder for all of us to get checked out, man. Angie Davis, president of Fight Colorectal Cancer, tells us that a huge outpouring of grief for the actor. Her organization has got a major boost in social media engagements and support, which is resulting in more funds coming in. She said she'll use the funds towards research to seek better treatment options and a cure for colon cancer. But just as important, she hopes it heightens the awareness and pushes people to get early screenings, look into their family history of cancers, and be on alert for signs and symptoms. And that's something that today, I feel like even if you guys are out there and you don't have health insurance, you don't even have a primary care doctor, today I think it's easier than ever with products like 23andMe. Is it 21andMe? 23andMe.
23andMe.
With products like 23andMe to go spit in the tube, send it in, and then they're going to hit you back with a full report, and they can kind of help you piece together family history, family health or medical history. If you guys have no idea about that stuff, or if you're not cool with your parents or whatever the case may be, it's easier now than ever to find that out without even going to the doctor. You can figure out, getting one of those test kits, you can figure out, should you be eating gluten? Should you not? Should you be eating certain foods? Should you not? Certain things are going to put you at a higher risk for certain conditions, medical, bad shit to happen to you. Sure. So just keep your options open. Don't ever close the door oh man, I can't get to the doctor. I don't have health insurance. I can't do all this stuff, including me. Because this is going to say, oh, there's a history of colon cancer in my family, or there's a history of prostate cancer, or there's a history of this. I should be going and getting checked a little earlier. I shouldn't wait till the standard 45 or 50 to get a colonoscopy. That's normally when they say men should get it, I think it's 45 to 50 or something like that, and you get it once every couple years or something. But if you're at a higher risk, which something like that, one of those test kits can tell you, then you can figure out, hey, maybe I need to go be doing this a little bit more often. And yeah, I'll just leave it there, man. Use that to put a capper on kind of all the health stuff and what we talked about coming out of the show, or out of the beginning of the show. Just tuned in, fools. What did I miss? Is someone sick? Well, I broke my leg. No, my knee is jacked up. Dal is having some medical issues. Mm-hmm. So for anyone that just tuned in, if you missed that, Dal's having some stuff he has to go to the hospital about, urologist, some stuff below the belt. He doesn't really know what's going on yet, so he can't really speak to it, but he's going to get all that checked out. he's had some underlying stuff going on the past couple months that's been bothering him. So we were just talking about all that. And then I led into Chadwick Boseman, and here we are. The Rock gets COVID-19.
Yeah. Surprised?
I'm not going to
Shocked?
play. No, not shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anyone can get it. It's just, it is what it is.
It is.
But I am shocked by his statement and his response a little bit.
A little strange.
It was an 11-minute video, which obviously I'm not going to play for you guys here, but I'll just read you some of the quotes. The Rock just announced their positive COVID-19 diagnosis and says the ordeal came as a shock and has been his most challenging thing that he's ever been through. Is that weird? COVID-19 is the most challenging thing he's ever been to?
That's really weird, because remember the story of him having like $5 to his name when he gets cut from like the CFL and all that? Like,
I guess to each their own. Like, how can we tell him
how can
what
we judge? Right.
But
how tough this guy is.
But let's be real, dude. At that point, what you're talking about there, you weren't The Rock at that point. You were just some dude who's you're just like any other Joe, right?
Didn't
now
have a pot to piss in, had $5 to his name, just got cut.
Now you're The Rock.
Yeah.
You could have a doctor at your house in 3 minutes. You can pay for the highest medical care. You could, all this stuff. Any hospital, you can walk right anywhere. You're The Rock. Your stock is higher than it's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
And your stock over here was at its low.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just getting started, So that kind of threw me for a little bit. I was like, weird, all right? This is the most challenging thing he's ever been through. Okay. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's because his whole family got it. Maybe his kids struggled. Maybe something like that. No. The Rock says he, Lauren, and their 2 young girls, Tiana and Jasmine, are on the other side of the virus, and they have recovered. He says the children didn't have bad symptoms and were able to bounce back to normal.
They had sore throats for a couple days is what he said.
Right.
Very small.
So that's very interesting to me, because it's like, well, how is this the hardest thing you've ever been to?
Yeah.
And then he didn't allude to him struggling like super crazy, So I don't know. I just thought that was very interesting. And I wanted to bring it up because how are you still feeling about the COVID stuff? Is anything changed? Is it all still the same? We haven't really had that convo for a couple weeks, I guess.
Yeah, for me, I think, I wouldn't say scared. That's not the appropriate terminology. And I'm definitely not scared for myself. I am scared for people. I do still believe it's out there. It's interesting because cases are obviously dwindling here in Colorado. We're doing really well. Hospitalizations are down, all these different things, but people still get them. Schools are still quarantining. Schools are still closing down segments of their or certain parts of schools are still shutting down. And then this hybrid model where half in school, half online it's continually changing. A lot of these colleges are getting infiltrated by this COVID. So obviously the shit's still real. For me, I don't worry about it too much because I'm very dedicated to wearing a mask everywhere I go. And I feel like if I have a mask and most other people have a mask, I feel like I'm not very likely to have it. I will tell you what did scare me. So last Sunday when we did a Sunday Fun Day with Muzz and his lady Nikea, I let them take a drink out of my beer. Because it was one of those like fancy ones. And you want to order everything and you get a few samples, but I thought about it, but didn't want to be a dick and was like, all right, here you go, kind of thing, And very leery to do it, but I was like, fuck it, man. I mean, it's just a drink. But that's how it starts, right? People start, lowering their radar just a slight bit. And they're like, that's when it'll get you. That's how I feel. And I was like, well, shit, man, I didn't stay true to my word because that's exactly how I feel. Some people, all of a sudden you don't wear a mask to a convenience store or, go somewhere and you have your mask halfway down, your nose is exposed. I hate when people do that. When they have it covered in their mouth and their nose is hanging over it like a dick, like a wiener. That shit's weird to me.
Right.
Like either wear it or don't. You know what I mean? But I was a little leery about that. But yeah, as a whole, it's still here.
Oh, yeah.
We still don't have a fucking vaccine. We still don't have anything that can fix this. I've heard now steroids. There's a certain steroid they're using for these really, really ill patients that they're seeing some improvement, but it doesn't fix it. It doesn't make it not go, or it doesn't make it go away. And I think some of the things that I still miss with real life, the concerts, the big meet and greets, the festivals. I mean, I still miss all that shit. But I think what I'm really worried about now and what I'm targeting is flu season is right around the corner. Working at the golf shop now, I'm starting to see the weather change. Our tee times are pushed later and later, and then obviously people are getting off the course earlier and earlier, right? Because you're losing daylight, and then you have frost in the morning that you have to worry about, because if you let golfers on the course when there's frost, you'll break the grass. That's just the way it is. So as I'm seeing fall right around the corner, and the weather changing, I think that's my concern now, is matching COVID with flu season.
Right.
Like, I think just distinguishing that. And then also all the protection that we've used throughout this COVID. Like, I've used sanitizer like a mug, dude.
Of course, yeah.
I've been bathing in sanitizer. So does that mean that my system is less built and less strong to fight COVID when it has to? Because I haven't been getting the bacteria and just the dirtiness of the everyday and building my immunity up for something like this? I'm a little concerned with that, and that's kind of where my head's at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it totally does. Armando in the chat. Dude, COVID is not easy, guys. Picture not being able to breathe. Try it. Maybe that's what he's saying for The Rock, why he's saying this is the hardest thing ever. And here's the thing, Armando. I'm not saying, like, if he had that happen to him, I understand that's scary as hell, yeah, if he can't breathe. But he never alluded to that in the video is what I'm saying. Like, he never alluded to
what it
to
was
say this
that
is
was
the
super
toughest
tough.
thing he's ever been through in his life. Yeah, I didn't get a sense of, what was so crazy. That's all.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand why it was the tough. If he's going to say it's the toughest thing he's been through, oh man, I dealt with this, I dealt with this, I had this. And maybe, there's people that say maybe it's conspiracy stuff. Two Fly Danieli, he's also the highest paid actor in the last few years. Conspiracy much. Brian Jackson, maybe he's just trying to hype it up to spread awareness because he experienced it and thinks it should be taken seriously for the people that don't. Who knows, man? Yeah. Who knows? And I'm not, not bashing The Rock on it. All I'm saying is I didn't really understand the severity of it based off of what he was telling. Yeah, it sounded exactly like that, Brian. He was just trying to spread awareness about it, let people know it's out there, let people know basically, no matter how much you trust somebody, your loved ones, your friends, no matter how much you trust them or love them, you're still bringing them into your house and you can contract COVID. That's essentially what he was saying in the video. He's talking about
that you really
we got it from close family friends. They came over, they were shocked to figure out that they were the ones that gave it to us, all this stuff. And so that's kind of more what it was about. So here's the awareness piece.
Here's why I didn't take it very serious. So are you familiar with the band Devo?
Whip It?
Yeah,
okay, there you
Whip
go.
It real good.
All right.
So one of the lead people in Devo, I think he's the lead singer actually. Mark Mothersbaugh is his name. He just came out with an article, and I think it was on the Rolling Stone. Had a great article about it. And he talked about contracting COVID, and he talked about it like really in-depthly. Like it was the hardest thing he's ever had to deal with. He talked about his experience on the ventilator. He talked about
One of the members of Devo?
Dog, he talked about hallucinations.
Wow.
He talked about just the pain of like a gorilla sitting on his chest. He talked about how it affected his family, how he had to quarantine himself, in a separate level of the house. And then he actually says, our home nurse that we're pretty good friends with came by and checked me out. And he credits his life to being saved by her because she talked about how important it was to get to the hospital. Hey, I'm seeing some shit that really doesn't align. I'm not an official doctor. She's like an RN or something, right? So registered nurse. And she's like, I really think you need to get there and get this checked out. And he credits his life to being saved by her, to like almost like finding your testicular.
Did he have underlying stuff or breathing issues, or?
He didn't really say in there.
Huh?
He just talked about the experience and how intense it was. And then I hear The Rock's statement, and I'm like, which is really more believable? Which is more relatable? Which is more feeling based and like where you can kind of paint a picture? The Rock, it almost just sounded like a poster child for COVID-19 to maybe get money, and I don't know. It just seemed like almost like an advertisement.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas this experience by this Mark Mothersbaugh, holy shit, man. Like, he really went through it. And that tells me, holy shit, that was probably the hardest thing that guy had ever dealt with. Fuck the touring. Fuck all the roadies and all the stuff that you deal with on the road, which is really hard. This was bad.
Well, was he being interviewed for that? Or was it just like a thing he put out on social media or what?
He was being interviewed.
Why didn't the person ask him about, did he have underlying issues or did he have, because as Armando said right here, I wish they would talk about it too. Context is everything.
Right.
If we don't know, if you had these hallucinations and all this crazy shit going on, cool. But do you have underlying health issues? Was this out of the blue?
Sure.
Because here's another thing that I'm hearing. Again, I'm not a scientist. It's just stuff that's floating around. Is that certain people may catch it. Obviously, we know underlying health issues. You're going to make these symptoms more intense and you're going to have more issues. But what I'm hearing is as the bug has mutated, franchise may just get the bug for this stuff. As the bug's mutated and it becomes less powerful, certain people may come in contact with those with those, I don't know, strains of the virus, and you're not going to experience as much of a problem as you would if you got this strain or this, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, yeah.
How much do you believe into that?
I mean,
do you think that plays into anything at all, or you think that's nonsense?
Sure, influenza.
Mutation of the device,
it mutates
virus,
every year, right? It gets stronger and stronger.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, these antibodies that are there, you know, these so-called flu shots that are there, yeah, I mean, they're giving you a little dose of that. But as it mutates, I mean, shit, man, it gets harder and harder to pinpoint and to kill. And I think COVID could be that same way, for sure.
Interesting, huh?
You know?
Interesting.
I mean, if you've never watched the Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze, I mean, the shit mutates.
It's just very weird because you have so many people on one side that are like, this is all bullshit. The government's trying to control you, all this stuff. Then you have people that have really had it and they're like, yo, this is actually some real shit. Then you have people that just back the people that have had it that still think it's some real shit and the masks and all that stuff. And then you just have people that are just like, they don't even care. Like, they're just completely over it. I don't give a shit. Just let me go back to the way I was living before. This is not affecting me kind of people. Or I'm going to be fine.
Right.
Kind of shit. And
well, did you see Bandamere Speedway?
Yeah.
Did the Stop the COVID rally? Like over 2,000 people.
I know. Yeah, it was like an anti-mask rally. They called it.
No masks, no nothing. Just, I don't know, dude.
Which I mean, people have the right to do whatever they want. People can protest. People can whatever. But I just don't. I'm not of the ilk that believes the virus is political. I think a lot of people do. I just don't. I just think it's, you know, I don't know. Some days I feel like certain shit's an overreaction. Some days I feel like certain shit's the right reaction. It just really depends on what it is and what's going on. But I bounce, you know, I kind of just try to, I don't just choose a side and roll with that side and blindly. Like, you guys know, I'm sick. I'm over that. I'm not doing that with anything in my life ever again. I don't know if I've ever really done that, but I'm not blanketing anything. I'm not just going with a side and blindly going with anything ever. I'm not doing that.
Totally.
And that's why I continue to, because I'm ping-ponging back and forth, looking at everything, trying to figure out what's real and what's not. This day and age is very difficult.
True.
It's very, very hard. Where are we at here? Jeez.
47.
All right. Going good today. Show's flowing along nice. Let's move on. Let's jump into some NBA stuff. Let's start out with the big news of the day. Steve Nash. Stevie Nash getting hired as an NBA coach. Who knew Steve Nash even wanted to be an NBA coach?
Right.
I mean, Steve Nash gets hired from the Brooklyn Nets this morning.
Yep.
Nobody knows where that came from. 46-year-old Steve Nash. Did you know he retired in 2015? I thought it was like 2010.
I thought, I was guessing like 09.
He's only been out the league 5 years.
Yeah. Did he cut his hair? Did he cut his hair and then retired, or did he?
I'm trying to remember.
Like,
I don't even remember what he looked like his last year, but that's why I feel like it was so long ago.
Who did he play for his last year?
I have no idea.
Was it Phoenix?
I couldn't even tell you.
I wonder if it's Phoenix. I'd put my vote on Phoenix.
All I know is when the article I was reading is that he retired in 2015. I was like, wow.
So I find this really interesting. And why I find this interesting is I don't believe he has even a few months of coaching experience. Am I correct on that? I don't believe he has any previous coaching experience at all.
Not head coaching, but he was on the staff with Golden State.
Okay.
So no head coaching experience, but
what was he, a shooting coach?
Previous coaching experience.
Do you know what he did with the Golden State Warriors?
I got it over here. Hold up. Let me see here. But what makes you, here, while I find it, what makes you leery about it? You don't think he's going to have success? Or you think it's kind of like when the Nets brought Jason Kidd in?
Or Steve Kerr. How about Steve Kerr when they brought him into the Warriors?
Yeah.
He didn't have much experience.
You think it's going to go the way of Jason Kidd, or you think it's going to go the way of Steve Kerr? Though?
I'm hoping it goes the way of Steve Kerr.
And is that because you think Steve Nash is a better coach than Jason Kidd, or you think Steve Nash has more elite talent, being that he's got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant to start out there?
I think
it's more the talent than the coaching.
Latter. Yeah, I think it's the latter. Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't really know his experience, and I think if anything with the Warriors, I think he's probably a shooting coach. He wasn't like an official on the lines coach. I just don't know. I worry about his experience or lack thereof.
The Nets say they secretly interviewed Nash along with a bunch of other top candidates as a full-time replacement for Kenny Atkinson, who was fired back in February. Jacques Vaughn had taken over as the interim head coach. Remember, he was coaching them.
Yep.
And the Nets liked him so much that he'll remain on the coaching staff under Nash. So they're not firing Jacques Vaughn. He got the interim job, and now he's becoming the assistant coach under Steve Nash. Vaughn will reportedly now be the highest paid assistant coach in the NBA. Dude, that tells you what they thought about Jacques Vaughn as an interim coach. But does it really tell you? Because they didn't want to make him the head coach.
Right.
So maybe...
Hey, we really, really like you, so we're keeping you, but you ain't our coach.
Or maybe, you know what? They were like, yo, this guy's super elite. Maybe Steve isn't, but we want to... This is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with Steve.
We want to mold him.
And we can take Jock and put him... If Steve shits the bed, we can easily move Jock in. And we're going to take care of Jock by paying him the most money of any other assistant coach in the league.
So he's the backup plan?
Maybe. I mean, why else would you pay him that much money and keep him there?
Right.
And you could say, because they really liked him. Well, then I would say, yeah, if they really liked him, why didn't they make him the head coach? So it's interesting. It's interesting.
He's plan B, no pregnancy.
Nash signed a 4-year deal with the Nets, by the way. No money been announced yet.
Do you think that was too much? 4 year?
No, I think it's right on par, 3-4 year, whatever. But it's not like it really matters, the money. Nash made over $146 million in contract money during his NBA career.
Jeez.
$146 million in contract money, not including endorsements, nothing outside
commercials,
that.
All that shit.
Yep. Contract money. Quote from Steve Nash, I'm honored to have this opportunity with such a first-class organization. Are they first class? I don't know. Maybe they are. Coaching is something I knew I wanted to pursue when the time was right, and I'm humbled to be able to work with the outstanding group of players and staff that we have here in Brooklyn. There you go. The Nets issued a statement about the hiring process to bring on Nash after meeting with a number of highly accomplished coaching candidates from diverse backgrounds. We knew we had a difficult decision to make, General Manager Sean Marks said. In Steve, we see a leader, communicator, and a mentor who will garner respect of our players. There you go. He was a development consultant for the Golden State Warriors, not a coach. So
Gotcha.
to answer your question from earlier,
Not a coach.
Nash was a development consultant.
So still doesn't really have the coaching experience.
Right. Very interesting, huh?
Well, I hate to do it, but I think it's in the world that we live in right now. I think the question is relevant. Did the NBA, did the Brooklyn Nets miss an opportunity with being able to hire another African American?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, man, this just seems, the timing seems weird. It's everything seems like it was just teed up for you guys.
Yeah.
Ready to go to hire Jacques Vaughn. You like Jacques Vaughn. Yeah. You want to keep him around under Steve Nash. You want to pay him the most out of any assistant coach in the NBA, but you don't want to make him the head coach. It almost feels like it's a slap in the face. And I don't know if that's these times or if, like I said, maybe they're just like, yo, he's not ready yet, but he's on the cusp. He just needs a few more years under somebody else.
Yeah.
And we want to make him the future kind of thing. It's easy. It's easy to get caught up in the lack of looking correct, especially in the time that we're in, instead of them saying, this is what's best for our team. We feel like this is legitimately the best plan. To have Steve Nash come in here, Jacques Vaughn be the successor, or Jacques Vaughn be the escape hatch, the emergency parachute, if Steve Nash just is a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
You know, so it's hard, bro. It's really hard. It's hard to decide. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I
feel like I'm with you. It feels like a missed opportunity a little bit.
I feel like people like Jacques Vaughn, obviously. I feel like Jason Kidd. I know Jason Kidd has had obviously his little stint with Brooklyn, so so let's write that one off. That's fine. You know, a Mark Jackson, a Ty Lue, who's a championship coach of the past. Now you could argue that was all LeBron. LeBron coached that team. Whatever. He was the coach of a championship team. He has championship pedigree within his blood. So I just feel like in the times that we're in, that could have been a miss.
Right.
And when I look at that, when I see that announcement, the first two things I thought of was like, well, I don't think he really has any coaching experience. The next thing I thought of immediately was like, man, that feels like a miss. And then I kind of started thinking, like, who were the candidates? You know, did they interview? And they said, yeah, we interviewed a list of
Multitude
candidates.
of guys, different backgrounds. Yeah.
And then they said what they said about, obviously, the interim coach there. And I don't know. That's my concern. It feels like a miss a little bit.
Brian Jackson, imagine how bad it looks from a PR standpoint to hire someone with no real coaching experience over someone who's done the job that they obviously like, LOL. These businesses are so weird. Yeah, that's exactly what we're saying. But I also, you know, on the flip side, real quick, just to play devil's advocate, I don't want, and you shouldn't want, black people shouldn't want, you shouldn't want them to make a move just for optics, just to look right in the media. Because ultimately, that's not what's best for the team. Brooklyn Nets fans, Brooklyn Nets players shouldn't want that. You should want what the management feels like gives you guys the best chance to win. We don't know why. We don't know outside of the Brooklyn statement. We don't know exactly why. We don't know the exact details of why Steve Nash got the job and Jacques Vaughn didn't, or why they did what they did. We don't know. But I can tell you, out of respect, you know, I have a lot more respect for people that just do what they think is going to be best for winning than what they think is going to be best for optics or media or anything else. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that because we don't know why Brooklyn did that. Yeah, the optics don't look great, but maybe it's like, fuck your optics. We're trying to win. Yeah. And this is what we feel like, you know, and if that's the case, if they're going at it from that look, I back it, you know, but we don't know for sure. It just looks weird.
Sure.
So now we're discussing it.
Well, I've been in a lot of corporations in my year with retail, and this is stuff that we see all the time. You know, instead of hiring what we think as the insiders, the best person for the job, they'll hire outside the company, right? Yeah. You know, I remember when we hired like our territory regional manager, she was from fucking Hallmark.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember that.
Do you remember her? I don't remember her name now, but
I was going to say Diane von Furstenberg, but that was someone we hired, or that was some
that's a great name.
Brand we carried. She was like a high-end fashion designer.
Oh, really?
Had nothing to do with anyone we hired.
I gotcha. So I think about somebody like that who knew nothing about T-Mobile, and T-Mobile's all about culture, right? And
it was retail, but she didn't come from tech.
Correct.
At all.
Like she came from no phone experience, no nothing. Hallmark, dog.
Right.
So I mean, these corporations do that, and they're going to make the best decision or whatever they think the best decision is for the business. And sometimes there are no reasons, and we don't understand. And we'll never understand, and we'll just laugh when it blows up in their face. Hopefully this doesn't, but it just feels weird.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Let's move. Nuggets, Game 7 the other night.
Holy shit.
Tuesday night. Were you locked in?
Oh, my God. I was locked in. I was sweating. I had butt sweat. I had back sweat. I had head sweat.
Ooh.
It was.
Were you wearing a beanie?
It was one of the greatest games of all
just
time.
Sweating, huh?
And I tell you what, he's so good, but man, did I hate Spidey Mitchell the whole time.
Why?
That guy's so good.
I know,
He's so clutch.
That's
you can feel his passion.
Yeah.
But he's so easy to love, but he's so easy to hate.
He's easy to hate if you're playing against him.
God,
because he's so good. Yeah. Oh, I said that at the beginning of the series.
It almost reminds me of some Kobe shit.
I can't stand that guy. He's too
It almost reminds me of some Kobe shit.
Yeah.
Like a younger Kobe who just didn't care, who's just decimating people out there. He's just so good.
Too good.
He doesn't care. He wants to do everything he can to win, and it's apparent, and it's contagious, and I hate it because he's not on my team.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
You know.
I loved it. I thought, how do you go from, now obviously hindsight, but I was this close to betting the under on Jamal Murray points and Donovan Mitchell points, just because I was thinking, like, how much can the laser show continue?
42,
look at the whole series. I mean, the game, every final score was 117, 120, 120, 130. It was crazy numbers. And it's like, how long can this go on? How long can these guys just shoot it lights out and go head to head? And we saw the answer. It can't continue. They were both looked tired. Both teams in general.
Very tired.
Looked very tired, very worn down. And with the winning team scoring 80 points, that tells you everything you need to know. I mean, it wasn't, let's be real, there was some good defense being played, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't brilliant.
It wasn't like the craziest lockdown defense I've ever seen and nobody could get a bucket. It was terrible shooting. It was bad shooting.
Especially by the Nuggets towards the end. I was almost embarrassed. But I'm glad that Jokic made an appearance. I'm glad Jokic was able to come back. Obviously, Jamal Murray had carried them numerous games, and he was the reason for winning numerous games. But it was nice. It was a more well-balanced. But I'll tell you what, to have that much stress, fuck the well-balance. Bring Murray back to just carry the team, because that was very stressful.
Yeah.
So
I thought the whole thing was, I was kind of getting really, really nervous. And then I was like, oh, the Nuggets are going to pull it out. I felt good at the beginning because they were blowing them out, remember?
Yeah.
And then they tightened it up.
12 points, 14 points up.
And then I kind of felt good again, but then, dude, the Nuggets were so cold in the second half. I mean, I thought they were cold in the first half. The second half was even worse. And then, thank goodness, the Jazz, they heated up and caught up, but they didn't, not enough to catch fire or anything.
Jokic couldn't shoot. He couldn't buy a bucket. Harris couldn't make a bucket. Murray was cold. It was bad.
Nuggets Clippers, moving on. And you probably saw Jamal Murray on Scott Van Pelt. SPP was like, yo, you guys are playing the Clips on Thursday night. And he's like, wait, what?
What?
Thursday night? We don't get 2 days off? And his face, you got to see it. You go look it up on YouTube. The audio, I can't even play it doesn't even do it justice. Jamal Murray's face almost turned ghost white. Looked like a Snapchat logo.
A great pause.
He was like, what?
Because SPP didn't know how to react.
What is going on?
SPP's like kind of thinking like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Didn't really say it, but he was just like, well, I wasn't expecting that.
And I'm fully with Jamal Murray. And after seeing that tonight, I just want to hammer the Clippers. Clippers minus 8.5 right now, 9 depending on your book.
Okay.
Clippers favored over the Nuggets, 8.5, 9-point spread.
Super rested.
Super rested. Been resting.
Yeah.
I
Patrick
feel like
Beverly's back tonight, is what they're saying.
Man.
The Bev's back.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Pat Bev is back.
The Bev is back in town.
I feel like the Nuggets just mail this one in, dude. I feel like they almost just take this as a rest game, and I think they're just going to get their asses kicked.
Yeah.
As a 120
Let's just
90.
play the bench tonight.
120 to 90 blowout.
Let's just get Plumlee to play the whole game. Jokic sits out the whole game.
Do you... now, everything I'm saying makes sense, but you know how betting goes.
Yeah.
What you think, you normally, especially when you feel really confident about it, the opposite happens, right?
Oh, especially where all the people are voting too.
Right.
People are all taking.
Do the Nuggets have any shot tonight? Not only to cover the spread, the 8.5, but to win the game? Do you realistically give them any shot after what you just saw from Jamal Murray, or like we just talked about on SVP? Shocked they only had 1 day off in between. Them literally getting 1 day off in between, being so worn down the way they played Tuesday. You really think they got a shot?
Here's how they have a shot. If Paul George, now, he's had a couple of good games. Paul George, throughout the bubble, has been pretty absent. We know that, right? He's had a couple bounce-back games, and he even came and he's like, I've been distracted. And they're blaming the distraction on this girl. I forget her name. Some fucking Instagram model, right? Mm-hmm. If George doesn't come out to play tonight, if Bev only plays a little bit, and if you have a great bench with Jeremy Grant, Harris, obviously, I think this is Harris's 4th game back. Am I correct on that? 3rd or 4th?
No, Gary Harris?
Yeah, coming back from the injury.
I think, is it that many games already? I thought he was just coming back.
I think it's his 3rd game back.
Okay, all right.
So you're starting to see some momentum. And if you look back at this last game, dude, that defensive move where he knocked the ball out of Spidey Mitchell's hand, I think that's what won it for us. Mm-hmm. I got to be honest with you.
Great play.
So and he's probably a better defense player than offense. Now he has a great mix of both. I got to be honest with you. But if we have some high end shooting from Jeremy Grant, Harris gets back in the mode, Murray gets hot, Jokic is consistent, and Paul George is absent, and Beverly maybe doesn't play as much, I think we got a great chance. I do. But I want to put all my money on the Clippers tonight. I really do. They're much rested. If you do have a great Beverly back, Paul George, if he decides to play, this should be a drop in the bucket based off their rest.
Everything it feels like a landslide towards the Clippers tonight. It doesn't even feel, gosh, Armando, I'll bet you some money, TTF. What, you want the Nuggets on the spread or what? Let me know what you want. How much? What about did you see the Bucks? Bucks Heat yesterday, and then Rockets Thunder. Did you watch either of those?
I watched the Rockets and Thunder last night because I was working.
Game 7.
So yeah, I got home a little later, but I will tell you this: Harden didn't have great defense. He never really does, but he had pretty good.
Oh, at the end there,
blocking that shot and then jumping,
bro.
Where they throw the ball underneath his legs.
Harden.
I thought that was sick. That guy was locked in the end.
Yeah, he was.
That was really cool.
Super impressive. Couldn't hit shit, though.
Yeah.
Same thing. Kind of we were talking about the Nuggets. It just could not. Dude, couldn't buy a 3. Couldn't hit any shots. And then he makes it up playing D at the end.
Right.
Gets that tip in the corner. Homeboy steps out of bounds. Dude, they tried to give it to the Thunder. They even gave him free throws and all this extra nonsense at the end. The last 10 seconds of that game took 40 minutes, it felt like.
I would say
reviews and all the other stuff.
Realistic,
I'm like,
20 minutes.
My gosh, what is going on here?
And then the timeouts, the reviews, did they get it? Did they not get it? But he was standing out. All this
you could tell when James did that, swatted the ball and jumped, and it went through his legs after he tried to throw it off him, and James went real crazy, and a crazy just explosion of emotion came out of him. You could tell he thought that was end, that
Right.
it was game over. That was it. And then meanwhile, we go on for another 20 minutes. I'm like, there's 1.7 on the clock.
Yeah.
How are we going for another 20 minutes here? There's 2.7.
That's what I hate about basketball. That's the one thing I hate. You know,
Especially if you got money on the game. Oh,
shit.
when you got money on the game, does that shit drag out or what? It feels like you can never just get a victory. Like the Nuggets game when Jamal Murray, I thought for sure he was going to get the board and then chill out. Instead, he passes it up the court. They start running, gunning all
Try
fast.
to do a layup.
Yeah, the homeboy misses the layup. Then
giving him time.
Utah comes back down. That was one of the dumbest plays I've seen. I think they should have just held the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Hold the ball and get fouled and go to the line.
Yeah.
But they just went run and gun. Then afterwards, of course, I was like, "Oh, this is great. No, we didn't have to deal with no free throw bullshit. We didn't have to deal with anyone on pressure cooker. It just worked out for us, even though the ball was like halfway down on the in and out by Conley."
And when Mike Connolly threw that up, it was like slow motion. Like the world just went into slow motion at that moment for me. I'm like, just watching it. Shit.
Well, I know you didn't see the Heat Bucks game, but there were two really controversial calls at the end.
Okay.
They called. One of the referees called a foul on Goran Dragic over Chris Middleton. Middleton shooting a three. Dragic comes in to play D, and Dragic has his position established, dude, and Doris Burke was not having it on the broadcast. She was basically telling the ref that he's full of shit, that was a terrible call.
Yeah.
Then they had I think they had Steve Javy, the referee that comes in and does like the over.
That wears the mask.
Yeah,
and still does the over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's like, telling her, Doris, this is why it is what it is. And she's like, I 100% disagree with you, Steve. I think this is, Doris was going off. So Goran, dude, it was such a hard thing because it depends on how the rule is written in the rule book. I don't know. But Goran Dragic gets there and establishes position, and he's right in Middleton's grill. Not touching him, though. Middleton goes up to shoot, and his momentum kind of carries him into Dragic a little bit and gives him nowhere to land.
Gotcha.
They call the foul on Dragic. Middleton gets to shoot 3 threes, which he converts all of them. And then now you have this issue.
But I think the rule is if you impede on the landing of the shooter, that is a foul. I think that's how the rule sits.
Even though Dragic is establishing
Correct.
position, if the shooter jumps 3 feet
Yeah.
in the front of you and lands there, it's a foul on the defense?
And if you impede
that's got to be rewritten.
If you impede the shooter's landing, I think that's what it is.
What if they jump, like I said, what if they jump a little bit forward? No?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I think that's the rule, though.
So they get the foul there, and it was very controversial.
Gotcha.
Right? Hits all 3 free throws, ties it up at 114. It was 111, 114 at that time.
Of
He
course.
hits all 3,
Yeah.
ties it up at 114. Inbound, Heat inbound, a couple seconds left. They're trying to score a game winner. Jimmy Butler in the corner.
Jimmy Buckets.
Throws up a shot, and no foul on the shot. But as he's like falling to the ground, Giannis like just kind of pushes his body a little bit, like almost just touches him a little bit and kind of, he just glides to the ground, like not slams him, not really pushes him, maybe just a baby push, like I don't even know what it was.
But makes contact for no reason?
Makes contact with Butler, and this is after the ball was gone. It was out of his hand, and he doesn't hit him on the arm or the hand. He hits him like down here, and he just kind of makes contact with his body on the outside of the rib cage there. And all of a sudden, whistle, no time on the clock. They put Butler at the line to shoot 2 free throws. He cashes both of them. Heat win 116-114. They go up and take a 2-0 series lead over the Bucks, which a lot of people are now saying Giannis is dead.
Yeah.
Bucks are dead.
Yeah. They're saying he's Scottie Pippen, but they needed Jordan.
Did you see that too? Who tweeted
Yeah.
that? Who tweeted that?
God, I don't even remember who tweeted that. Yeah.
It was,
like
what's
to
that kid's name?
I'd like to give him some fucking
Was it
credit.
Jason Richardson? I think it was Jason
Could have been, yeah.
Richardson.
Could have been.
Tweeted it out, yeah. Yeah, because there's so many. That was the dumbest tweet. He said, what did he say?
Something about like
Giannis is Pippen.
Pippen's great, but he needs to find his Jordan.
He needs to find Jordan. He's a 1B.
Yeah.
He's not a 1A guy.
You got it.
Yeah. There's just Jordans laying around, Richard. No problem. We'll just go somebody get him a Jordan, please.
Come on.
Can we get the guy a Jordan already? Okay.
I think I found one at the convenience store this morning.
Chill out, RJ. Yeah, so NBA tonight. All right, yeah, did Armando respond here? You say he wants some action?
He said, sure.
Sure, what? Let me see what the score or what the spread is. Let me give you real-time line right now. I'm going to give you a real-time line. We're going to lock it in. I'll take the Clippers. You take the Nuggies. Let me know how much you want. And I'm going to give you the exact line as it is on the book right now, -9. Damn, I was hoping it was 8.5. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm -9. So I have to have the Clippers win by 10 or more. You need the Nuggets to win the game or lose by 9 or less. 9's a push. If it lands right on 9, it's a push. We don't exchange any money. If they win by 10 or more, I win. If they lose by 10 or more, or win the game or whatever, you know how it goes. Let me know how much you want on that. I'll give you 9. That's what's going on right there.
I got 9 on
I
it.
got 9 on. All right, as we transition out of the bubble, let's go to some NFL really quick. Where are we at? Yeah, we're good on time.
Yeah, minute 9.
Yeah, let's hit some NFL and some UFC, and then we'll jump into sneaks. The NFL stuff. Did you see any Hard Knocks last night or no?
I didn't.
Or
got
what,
off.
Was it Tuesday night?
It was Tuesday night.
I
Yeah,
watched it
so
last night.
so I had to close both nights. So I've been working my ass off the last 2 nights. Not an excuse, but that's my excuse.
Dude, they open up the episode showing Sean McVay,
Okay.
Rams head coach, and another Rams coach. I don't know who it was, black guy, and they're watching the Jacob Blake video.
Oh, really?
And they open up the episode that way, and they're showing it on the phone and all this stuff. So the entire episode's very interesting because they're supposed to have a scrimmage at the new stadium out in L.A., Stan Kroenke's house, the house Kroenke built. And Kroenke owns the Avs and Nuggets, by the way. He also owns the Rams, by the way, in case you're unfamiliar. That's how I know so much about
nice.
Kroenke. Owns the Pepsi Center downtown. Has got a crib, has got a house inside the Pepsi Center. So when he's here in Denver, he just goes and stays at Pepsi in that private residence inside the Pepsi Center. It's on like the back wing.
And doesn't he have his own
So
like
sick.
development, like Kroenke Sports?
Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. He's got his own ticket thing. They came out with flash seats.
That's it. Yep.
Flash seats.
Yep.
They do with tickets. He also owns one of the. Gosh, is it Real Madrid? Somebody help me on the chat. One of the international soccer teams. He's like a third shareholder in that shit.
Yeah, I think it's Real. No,
Dude is
it's
balling. His son basically runs Nuggets and Avs. Josh Kroenke.
Manchester City.
Is it Man
I
City?
think Man City.
Or Man United?
Man City.
Man City.
I think.
He owns big stake in an international soccer team. So that my man is just balling out. Also, he married into money. I don't know if you know this. He married one of the Walmart daughters, one of the Walton girls.
Oh.
Yeah, that's who Stan Kroenke married.
They got
he
Walmart
married
money
into
too?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn. So he was a good businessman before this, but dude, marrying one of the Walmart kids just poured so much gasoline on like his business, because now you got what? You got all this money to go buy up and build these businesses with. He started it out with the Nuggets and the Nuggets and Avalanche and Pepsi Center.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
It's Arsenal.
All right. Someone in the chat hit us with that?
No, I got it.
Oh, you? All right. Thank you, Dal. Getting that correct. So anyway, Stan Kroenke, they're going to have a scrimmage at Hard Knocks at the new stadium in LA. And if you haven't seen it,
Beautiful.
it is so ill, dude. It man, it's gonna be cool. It's cool to see that we're getting a new one in LA this year, and we're getting a new one in Vegas. You got 2 new stadiums opening. It sucks that they're opening this way with no fans and COVID and all this bullshit, but it's pretty cool to see both of them. I've seen a lot of the Oakland. I've seen a lot of the Raider one on social media, and then of course Hard Knocks has given us a pretty good look at the Rams and Chargers facility. So the Rams and Chargers are supposed to have a scrimmage at this new home. And the thing that looks so cool, dude, is the top is like, it looks like it's like glass, or it looks like it's like see-through. But they showed the sun, dude, the sun like beating through it, and you get natural sunlight, but it's not like, it's still a little bit, like it's not burning you as much. Does that make sense? It's not like you're outdoors feeling the full rays. There's still a barrier between you and the sun, but it actually lets natural sunlight in. Very cool design.
Interesting.
The inside of the thing too. The players on each opposing sideline, the fans are there. Look at that ring Jumbotron or Titantron.
Oh, that looks so sick.
So a different take on anything that any of the other stadiums. Normally they have the box hanging down.
Right.
Probably the most modern one is Dallas. Jerry Jones with the big screens. It's pretty thin, but it's got 4 screens.
Remember the controversy with that? Kickers were
Hitting it. Right? This doesn't look like it hangs that high, does it?
It doesn't. It looks like a lowrider as well.
They could hit it as well, but it looks like the outskirts go around over the sideline.
Over the sidelines.
So it'd have to be that end there. But
is that the shape of a football?
I don't know if it's just a ring or
just a ring.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's the LED board up there. So they're supposed to have this whole scrimmage in there. They end up postponing the scrimmage. So throughout the whole episode, it kind of takes you through what decision they decide to come with.
Gotcha.
They go back and forth on why should we practice? Should we not practice? Should we cancel the scrimmage?
Gotcha.
And the reason they decided to cancel it was NFL Network was at the scrimmage. They were going to broadcast it on NFL Network. They decided to cancel it all and go do interviews with all the NFL Network crew, and they had it all themselves and do the social justice stuff.
Gotcha.
Outside of that. So that was pretty crazy. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. I'm really enjoying Hard Knocks. I'm enjoying them covering both squads. I'm enjoying seeing Chris Harris Jr., former Bronco, someone that I just really enjoyed.
Yeah, he was
here
great.
in Denver.
Great Bronco.
For the 9 years he was here. So I'm enjoying seeing him. Melvin Ingram still not practicing, holding out. one of the most legit pass rushers in the NFL. But he's doing it in a good way. He's still with the team every day. He's at camp. He's just not performing. He's just in his jersey coaching, basically. He's grabbing Eckler. He's grabbing people and just coaching him around. No, not Eckler. Damn it. I forgot his name now. They profiled this young Hawaiian cat.
Oh, really?
Last night. Yeah. Really cool. Really cool profile on him. So, yeah, I thought overall, I thought it was dope. Check it out if you'd missed Hard Knocks. Other NFL updates. Leonard Fournette signing with the Buccaneers. What do you think about that one?
It sounds like this was the most suitable home for multiple reasons. They still wanted him to stay in Florida. I think he wanted to stay in Florida because of obviously the is it the state tax?
No state tax.
No state tax, right? So super huge for him.
Those athletes save so much money living and playing in Florida.
Oh, dude, all the golfers.
No shit.
Jupiter, Florida. Tiger Woods,
where
baby.
They live, huh?
Yeah, all of them. I think, and dude, Ricky lives pretty close. Rory, Tiger, and they all kind of like live up the coast. As you get a little higher in the coast, that's just everybody lives there. But I'm not surprised by that. No state tax. He's still in Florida, and we all know that they're going to build an empire around Brady.
Mm-hmm.
This is their chance. This is their year. And then, if I am correct, what was it about Brady winning possibly this year? Oh, the same quarterback winning where the actual Super Bowl is held.
Oh, right.
I think they're building an army, and there's so many fucking reasons for it. So now, not only because I think who's the running back? Ronald Jones the second.
Ronald Jones. He had a little bit of an injury though. He's kind of nicked up a little bit. I think he's better now.
Bruce Arians is still stating that he is still their starter. We'll see. But Fournette has been injury prone for a lot of years, a lot of seasons, because I've been the dumbass who gets him every fantasy year, it seems like, except this year so far. But no, man, I mean, they've got Chris Godwin, they've got Evans, they've got Brady. Dude, they're looking great. And now they have some running, room, which they've never had good running backs there, except for, who was that? Allstott?
They have a lot of Mike Allstott, the fullback. Dude, he was the fantasy cheat code back in the day.
Mike Allstott, dude. I can't believe I remember that name.
Mike Allstott. He got 20 carries on the season. He's got 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, no shit.
It's so hilarious. 20 carries and 18 touchdowns on the year. They just give it to him from the goal line every time.
He's like Juszczyk, but like 50 times
Mike
better.
Allstott. Fuck,
Mike Allstott.
That was like when I started. Yeah,
remember
fantasy.
his fucking pads, dude?
Oh, yeah. He looked like a linebacker.
Oh, that shit was sick.
The neck roll and shit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That was tight.
Mike Allstott.
Those were the days. Well, I saw a report that head coach Bruce Arians has chosen a starting running back already. And I wouldn't expect Leonard Fournette to jump in and start when he doesn't know the playbook. He hasn't worked with the team. Arians said the biggest thing about Ronald Jones is that he's really improved his hands in the passing game. And there was only one day where he was dropping passes, but he fixed that. His blitz pickup has been good too, and he's looking like an all-around back. So I expect Jones to get the bulk of the carries to start. He's been there. He's been with the team. They already know what they got in him. And I think they're going to use Fournette as a guy, hey, get healthy, get right. They also have LaShawn McCoy on the depth chart. Mm-hmm. And they've got, what the hell's the kid's name? You've probably seen him in fantasy. Keyshawn Vaughn, who they just picked up, maybe the 4th round. So they have 4 backs there now with Leonard Fournette. It's not like they're short. I think they're just building a stable. They're going to use Jones up as much as they can, and then you can rotate with the other 3 guys. That's what I'm seeing there. What about Josh Gordon signing this morning with the Seattle Seahawks? What do you think of that one?
Oh, man, I don't know. This guy, I mean,
Are you out on it?
I'm out on him. I wish and I hope that he gets the opportunity that he deserves because he gets his shit together. But this guy consistently shows us that he can't. This guy is not disciplined enough. This guy does not have the right people in his corner. I think people have tried to help him out. I just think he just wants to do what he wants to do. And the old weed fairy is what he's about, unfortunately. I think the last group was a little bit of weed and a little bit of mental health is what we saw last from him. I just think his time has really is overdone. His time is done. I think you missed that kind of elite stage of seeing Josh Gordon at his best, and I just think father time is something you can't change. And even if he did get his shit together, you'll see a good receiver. I don't think you'll see an elite receiver.
Okay.
So for me, if you get him for the right cost and
they got him for $1 million, they signed him to a 1-year deal. $1 million. If you're unfamiliar with Josh Gordon, 29-year-old, has been in and out of the league since his rookie year with the Cleveland Browns in 2012. Mm-hmm. He's a guy that's had a number of off-field issues and suspensions, drug-related stuff. I'm not sure what the last suspension was, but he was most recently booted from the Seahawks in December of 2019 over a violation of the NFL's drug policy for a 5th time. So that was his most recent stint. You saw, when was he with the Patriots?
He left the Patriots because of like a mental kind of lapse, according to the documentation. But I think there was
that's right. Here you are. Gordon's lawyer later spoke out about his relapse, saying it was sparked by his brother's tragic death last season. The attorney claims Gordon has gotten back on the right path. Gordon has been training nonstop in Seattle after filing for reinstatement back in June, and it seems he will get another shot in the league after signing a 1-year deal to rejoin his former team. So it's 1 year, $1 million. He's still got to get reinstated, but everything I've read up says him and Goodell have been talking, and it looks like he's going to get reinstated. Now, does he have to face a suspension? Is he miss 5 games or anything like that? I don't know. I didn't see anything about that when he returns, because he was suspended last year, and it just said indefinitely. Yep. But it didn't say whether or not he was going to have to serve any time sitting out. So that'll be interesting stuff there as well.
Do you pick him up for fantasy?
No. Unless your team's just crazy deep.
How about like in a Danko league?
Dynasty maybe. Dynasty maybe you do. He's a late round flyer because you got so many bench spots in Dynasty. And who's to say the guy doesn't bust out and stay clean after he's only 29? I mean, I guess only. That's kind of old in the wide receiver.
How old's Julio in comparison?
I have no idea.
I feel like that guy's kind of on his last legs.
Dude, I took him. I told you the other night. I took him second overall. I took Lamar Jackson in the first round. I took Julio in the second, and I hated it. I just hated myself afterwards because Julio's just one of those guys. Feels like he starts hot or he just gets injured. He doesn't just burn up the whole season, you know? And he's such they game plan for him.
Oh, sure.
He's a guy that you're going to game plan for that matchup, and they game plan to shut him down. He's not a Terry McLaurin. He's not someone who's going to sneak up on you and score 30, and you're like, what the hell happened? If Julio goes off, he worked his ass off for it. No one just leaves him uncovered. They're double covering him all day. They're spying him with a safety over the top. I'm with you. I hated taking Julio that early. I text you that. Julio in the second round, not good.
I know.
Not good for me at all.
Yeah, I think we were talking and you were missing a draft pick. I think you got on
I was watching the Nuggets. I was talking to you. I was like, shit, dude, I'm missing my picks here. I got 30 seconds left. Everyone's bitching for taking too long.
Julio's 31.
31 years old.
There.
See, look at Julio's 2 years older than him. Josh might still have some left in the tank.
Right.
Especially Pete Carroll, dude. Pete Carroll's that dude.
Yeah, you'd want to play for Pete Carroll for sure.
All right, let's hit some UFC updates here and headlines really quick, and then we'll move into sneakers. The UFC stuff. Actually, let me start with this. Do you have this video? I airdropped you a video of Dana White. It's actually not Dana White. Sorry. It is a former Best Buy employee. She's a former Best Buy security guard. She was fired for the video footage you're about to see here. And Dana White has hired her and given her a job as a security guard for UFC, or to do some kind of security for UFC. Do you have this video? There we are. All right, go ahead and push play on the video. Look at this. You're going to see her battling with this dude. He's trying to steal a speaker. Battling. Dog, run that back real quick. Just slide back really quick. Slide back very quickly. All the way back to the beginning. Just slide it back. Right there. Dog, tell me, can I get her in there for Garrett Bowles?
Look at that linebacker there.
She's a better blocker than Garrett Bowles. Dude, she was pass protecting.
I didn't see any penalties.
Carson Wentz needs a new right guard.
No penalties whatsoever there.
What's going, dude? That was, and so she blocks him into the whatever that is over there. Look at, then comes out. The other security guard is pulling on the guy that tried to steal the thing. She's pulling on, the guy that's the looter, the thief is pulling her shirt over her head, hockey style. Yeah. And now these two are kind of battling. My man's on the ground. Then she gets up and she starts now going after this guy, walking him outside.
Tell him to get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here, bro. Don't be coming through here. You used to work at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Are you shocked she got fired?
Oh, absolutely not, man.
Is that their policy?
You are trained not to touch, not to look, not to feel. You leave them alone. If they say it's for your protection. They don't want to put your life at risk.
That's how it was at T-Mobile, too. You weren't allowed to chase anyone down or anything like this. Well, check out Dana White. Here's some audio of Dana White.
What's up, everybody? Do you remember the girl Summer that worked for Best Buy as security in Hawaii?
Summer Sapasa.
Somebody was stealing the TV, some dude, and she beat his ass and stopped him from stealing the TV. And she got fired by Best Buy, which I thought was horrible. So I brought her out to Vegas. I offered her a job here, and she went back to Hawaii. She weighed all her options. Well, she decided to come work for the UFC. So she is now a UFC employee. So all you people thinking about fucking around over here at the UFC, you'll get your ass whooped by summer.
Sick,
That's
bud.
tight, dude.
What do you know about that?
That's so sick, man.
I just thought that
not
was a
only
cool
did she
story.
make a big move, but dude, that's a hell of a move for like someone to go viral like that. Dana White to catch it and be like, "Hey, let me fly you out here. Let's make some magic together. Here's your offer." She goes back to Hawaii and says, "I got an offer I can't refuse.
Right.
See ya. I'm out of here."
How
Goes
cool
back
is that,
to UFC.
dude?
What a story, man.
Yeah, super, super cool. Like I said, I mean, if he wasn't going to hire her, the Broncos should give her a call. We need a left tackle.
Yes, we
Garrett
do.
Bowles isn't getting it done. She was Doug. She wasn't holding. She wasn't grabbing no jersey. She was actually getting her jersey grabbed. She got it pulled over her head, for Christ's sake. Jeez.
That's the new modern day icebox.
The ice box.
We need the icebox on the Broncos.
That's fire there. Some other notes, UFC stuff, or actually, I guess, get into the meat of the UFC here. Glover Teixeira test positive for COVID-19. And that is a big story because Glover was set to fight in the main event coming up on September 12th against Thiago Santos, and now not going to be able to.
I'm bummed.
And Santos is a beast. I mean,
He's one of my favorites, dude. That guy throws hammers.
Yeah.
Dude. Some of the biggest hammers in the game, that's for sure.
but dude, Glover, you saw him. Let's not sleep on him. He just took out Anthony Smith in May. Remember Anthony Smith was spitting out teeth.
Hey, I was telling his corner, my teeth are falling. I'm
Telling
losing
his
my
trainer,
teeth.
yeah, my teeth are falling out.
Yeah.
So I was actually really looking forward to that main event, Santos versus Teixeira. And
And remember, I said Glover's an old man. I said Anthony Smith got this.
yeah, you did. You did.
Nope.
Knocked his teeth out. So that's no longer going down. I'm sure we'll have news within the next few days of a main event replacement. Obviously,
So that
it's
was the main event too,
Yeah,
huh?
dude.
Shit.
Main event on the card.
It's a fight
September
night, right?
12th. Fight night.
Fight night.
Yep. And then there's a fight night this weekend, September 5th. That one's going to be headlined by Alistair Overeem. And I looked at the whole card. It's all right. I mean, it's nothing. Hopefully, we're doing our fantasy draft. Please, if you haven't gotten back to me on Patreon, please message me back if you're in the fantasy league there. We're looking to try to schedule this either late in the evening on Saturday night or Sunday night. Hopefully that will work for everyone. Probably like 8 o'clock Mountain, so 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, something like that. But yeah, Overeem versus Sakai this Saturday night. The card doesn't get me super, super excited. But dude, you were showing me that UFC announced another card.
Well, it's not official yet.
Oh, really?
It's
They haven't announced it?
It's announced by Khabib, who is actually obviously the main fight. So this was tweeted out by his Twitter.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the UFC has not finalized the negotiations of the co-main, but this is what it looks like it's going to be. Tell me what you think, and you'll see that it was Khabib who tweeted it out. Tell me what you think about that lineup.
Oh, dude, the Robert Whittaker fight.
Dude, I love
Like that.
Whittaker, dude, coming off of that great win against Darren Till, dude.
Right.
And Darren Till gave him his fucking credit. I mean, for real. which is
Rafael Dos
awesome.
Anjos. That's a
Dude.
great fight.
This is awesome. And have you ever seen Zabit fight?
No, I don't.
Dude,
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
this guy's wild. He fights like a
I don't
damn.
think I have.
He fights like a damn spider out there. Like, he is quick. He has crazy moves. You never know what to expect. And then he also has the Khabib wrestling if you need it, which is cool. He is just a very, very entertaining fight to watch. And then of course Ferguson versus Poirier. Dude, I think that should have belt implications, and I
Right.
think it will eventually. They just have to kind of get their credit and get these two. One of these two are going to fight. Either Khabib or Justin Gaethje.
Credit, I mean, for real.
Now, you could argue that Khabib, this might be his last fight, and then he retires. Not having his dad in his corner anymore. I think he goes out with a bang. If he wins this,
One title defense?
I think Khabib retires
And it
after
took
this.
2 years to defend it?
Habib's done.
Really?
Habib's done
Just
fighting,
because
I
of his
think.
dad?
That's just what I've been hearing.
Wait, how old is he? 29?
DC was saying that.
Isn't he 29,
Because
30?
DC and him fight in the same gym, from
Okay.
same team sometimes. Yeah, I think he's just kind of tired of it. He's done. He says, I think, and I quote, I think he says, I've kind of served my purpose. I've done what I've wanted to do.
Win the championship and defend it once? I'm
I think he's
confused.
done it more than that. hasn't
Dog,
he?
he beat Conor McGregor,
Right?
and he hasn't fought since. Has he?
Did he have one other fight?
Let me look this up to make sure.
I can't
I'm
remember.
confused. What does he mean? What do you mean he's done?
Think he's
I know he has
defended
a
it
good
twice.
record.
I think he's defended it twice.
Let me look at this. Let me make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about because I'm feeling a little dog. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he beat Poirier.
That's it.
That's
Poirier.
right. So he beat Conor and he defended it once against Poirier, and now this is going to be the second time he defends the title.
But look what he's done before all the defense of the titles. Look at what he's done with the UFC. Look at his great record.
Right, 28-0. I
mean,
understand.
Why not?
Why not go on a run with the title?
What else do you have to prove? He's beat some of the best.
No, once you're the champion, then you're fighting the best every single fight. You're fighting the number. If he'd done him out in the title defenses Amanda Nunes had, I'd say okay. Like, all right, that's cool. That makes sense.
Where there's nobody left. You're having people like go up or down in weight to like have somebody to fight.
The guy won the title in 2018. We've seen him fight once, and now we're about to get another fight towards the end of 2020. We're about to get his second title defense. Big whoop.
I'm just going by what he said.
I don't know,
he says
guy.
I have nothing else to prove.
He bothers me a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
How locked into that card would you be though? Holy shit!
Oh yeah, dude, I'd be locked in.
Would you pay for it if you had to? I know you got your hooks.
That's just hard to say. I can't answer that question.
I'd pay double.
I mean, to see it, if I had no other options, I'd probably pay for every UFC card.
I'd pay double for that.
If we were doing this show back in '92, and you had to know a cable guy like Jim Carrey to come over and give you some extra shit.
Oh yeah, the black box.
Yeah, give you like the little the
special black box.
Is that what it's called?
That was huge in the '90s.
Did you have the black box?
We did because we lived in Kansas, and dude, you had to. Oh, it was so weird how you got it too, man. But it was almost like a bookie bringing you this specialized box. You couldn't say anything. It was almost like Fight Club and having a select bookie bring you this. It was like super on the sneaks. It was crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Hilarious.
Before the internet, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's hard to get. You had to know somebody.
Right.
That knew somebody that could get the black box to you.
Knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. Check this out. Did you see? I got to play this for you before we go into sneakers. I'm not even sure if you saw this, but did you see the guy in Lincoln, Nebraska that went to court?
Lincoln, Nebraska?
Yeah, dude.
No.
Check out this audio.
I thought the only thing that happens there is baseball tournaments.
There's some good video as well, but obviously we're not going to play the video with audio. But it's just video of him in the courtroom. Someone in the court thought this was so great that they decided to take the video out of the courthouse and put it on social media. Look at what my guy's proposing here. Lincoln, Nebraska. You ready for this?
You're ready.
This is he's at the Lincoln City Council meeting.
Okay.
And presenting. He's wearing a suit, or not a suit, dress pants, nice belt, and shirt and tie.
Just a guy off the street.
Looking profesh, though.
Okay.
Looking extremely profesh. Okay.
And then Jane, and then you. Okay.
I promise I won't take up too much of your time here. My name is Andrew Christensen. I live at 1212 Twin Ridge Road. Lincoln has the opportunity to be a social leader in this country. We have been casually ignoring a problem that has gotten so out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning and treating things as though they're normal. I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine. I'm talking about boneless chicken wings. I propose that we as a city
starts laughing in the
remove
background.
Excuse me, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Look at.
Excuse me.
He turns around and starts blasting the person that's kind of laughing in the city council meeting.
Excuse me, this is my time.
Immediately when he says it, look at this.
Chicken wings. I propose that we as a city remove the. Excuse me, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Come on.
Come on.
I propose that we as a city remove the name boneless wings from our menus and from our hearts. These are our reasons why. Number one, nothing about boneless chicken wings actually come from the wing of a chicken. We would be disgusted if a butcher was mislabeling their cuts of meats, but then we go around and pretending as though the breast of the chicken is its wing. Number two, boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected. And then number three, we need to raise our children better. Our children are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. That's where meat comes from. It grows on bones. We need to teach them that the wing of a chicken is from a chicken, and it's delicious. I propose that we rename boneless wings in the city of Lincoln. We can call them buffalo-style chicken tenders. We can call them wet tenders. We can call them saucy nugs or trash.
Trash.
We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand. and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long. And we know it because we feel it in our bones.
There you go.
Wow.
Get some applause. He starts getting some applause from people in the city council. Hilarious, right?
Wet nuggets? Trash.
Wet tenders, saucy nugs. Trash, if you want. I just reminded me of you because I was like, that was a Kansas boy.
Yeah.
This guy, similar to Nebraska, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
This guy goes into city council, and he's a little bit riled up because places like Buffalo Wild Wings and everyone else, they're calling it boneless wings. He's a little bit. What do you think? Does he have a? I couldn't find a hole in his argument. What's wrong there? What's wrong, dude? I agree. Kids should know.
Yeah.
We shouldn't detach because that's part of the process, and that's why you have a love and a care for animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why because you know how the shit was made. You know what happened. You know what went in, and I can see where he's coming from with it. I really can.
Here's how it works. Let's teach our kids.
And dude, let's be real. Boneless wings really are trash. They're all the leftover chicken parts, even the nasty shit, compressed together and made into a tender or a nugget or a whatever. That's just what it is.
Tastes pretty good though.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, no one's. Did he say boneless wings don't taste good?
He did not say that.
No, we can call them saucy nugs.
That would have been a hole in his argument.
Right.
But
saucy nugs would be my fantasy team, Misha.
Saucy nugs.
How good is that shit though?
That's really good, man.
I thought you'd enjoy
I
that.
love it. Some Midwestern fucking small town shit,
Small town ginger guy, dude.
I got a
in
problem.
suit.
I got a suit. I got a tie. I'm gonna go in,
tie,
and I want to teach our kids the right way.
Yeah.
And this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm going to the council.
That's funny, man.
I think that's tight, dude.
That's funny. I like that a lot.
I'd like to be friends with that guy.
All right, let's move on, man. Let's jump into sneakers. Sneakers and Supreme this week. As always, brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD. You can hit up purespectrumcbd.com. Use the code MUP. Save a little bit of money off your order, from the salve to the tincture to the pet CBD. They have everything you need there. purespectrumcbd.com. Use the code MUP. They ship to all 50 states, and there's no marijuana in there.
None.
No THC.
Dude,
Just pure CBD oil.
I've been taking some CBD into the golf world.
To the dome.
Into the golf world.
Okay.
And got some of my people testing some CBD because a lot of golf injuries, like, I don't know if you know, Ricky Fowler's teamed up with CBD, Phil Mickelson is. It's all over the tour. Great stuff, dude. A holistic way to get over your aches and pains, some of your anxiety on those crazy tournaments, especially when you're teamed up with Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
When you have live people at events, all that anxiety that you have, CBD is great for
Goes
that,
out
man.
the door.
MUP, 10% off.
There you go.
What do you want to start with? You actually have all the stuff in studio. I don't really know anything of this stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. But actually, you know what? I'm going to start this shit.
Same as last week.
Here's what we're going to do.
Same as Monday.
Recent cops this week. I've been pretty busy, and because of that, I've been pretty broke. How about you? You had any cops here recently?
Dude,
last 2 or 3 days.
The Ultra Boost pack yesterday.
Yeah, tell me.
We
got a secret link from Brian Jackson.
I was about to cop.
I'm sorry, Miss
Early
Jackson.
access, right?
Woo.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Miss Jackson.
Woo.
And yeah, we had the
What
early
happened?
access.
Yeah.
Dude, it was right.
And then you broke your fucking
Then
knee.
I broke my knee, and I was like, I can't buy these right now.
You can't
Like,
you
I
can't
just
buy
don't.
those.
And then I saw that you copped.
I
a little
copped.
bit. I wish he said he copped the UW pair.
That's, you know what? No offense, Brian Jackson. That is the least favorite pair of mine. I don't like it.
Least?
I don't know.
The black and red ones poop. The all red ones super poop. Those are way worse than the UW pair. You're kidding me.
Actually, my least favorite pair is my alma mater, KU. I hate that pair.
Oh, really?
That pair's dog poop.
Terrible, huh?
I love KU. I hate that pair.
Why?
I just don't like it.
What?
The blue
what don't you
boost
like
is
about
cool.
it? It's got KU. Why do you like KU's colors and shit if you don't like the shoe?
I didn't say I like KU's colors that
Oh, you don't?
necessarily. I mean, I think
You don't
they're
like
okay.
the hawk.
They're
You don't like the waving wheat.
They're
You don't
primary
like the royal
colors.
blue.
They're red, blue, and yellow. They're primary colors.
That's what you don't like the color of the Jayhawk.
The Jayhawk's cool.
So you're not even a real fan.
I'm a fan.
You're not a real fan.
I'm
a fan. You're a fan, but you're not a real fan. You don't even like the mascot.
I'm a fan, not a fan.
You're shitting on the colors in the
I'm
mascot.
a fan, not a fanboy.
Okay.
There's a difference.
All right.
I love my team.
I'm gonna ask your mom if you were a Jayhawk fan when you were a kid.
Rock chalk bitches. Go ahead.
I will.
Go ahead.
I will.
She was gonna supply you with the fucking. Why do I keep forgetting the word?
Crutches.
Crutches. God damn. She was gonna supply you crutches for gratis, which is free in Hispaniola. Español.
I like it.
All right. So check it out, man. So I went ahead and copped the ASU joints. I think they're stupid fire. I think it's my favorite pair. I don't even like ASU. I know they like to party. I know there's some pretty ladies. There's pretty people who go to ASU.
Love those.
And they go to fucking party.
Love that pair.
Biggest party school in the U.S., in my opinion.
Dude, I was about to cop the UWs, those, and the cream joints, the Indiana.
Oh, the Hoosier
joints.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
I was gonna cop those 3 for sure. KU ones, I don't need them because I have the engineered garments, which are similar color scheme.
Sure.
I don't need them. But
I don't have a yellow pair.
I didn't cop anything.
I had to have the yellow pair.
Those are. So you got those coming in.
I got these coming in.
Did anyone cop the Indianas? I think I need those. I think those are probably my favorite.
You know why I didn't cop those? Because I have the OG Ultra Boost creams. So I thought
I love the cream
they're
and
similar
red, though.
but different.
Oh, that cream and red.
That cream and red is nice.
And we have a little hoodie action that would just be.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
We have a little hoodie action coming that would just be. Dude,
neighborhood, keep that on the sneaks.
I might need neighborhood. Keep that on the sneaks.
Keep that on the sneaks.
I might
Literally.
need to. I think I got to get those.
Now,
creams,
I
dude.
think I'm gonna get them.
No, you're
I
not
think
getting.
it's-
You don't need them. What do you mean?
For that
Those were
hoodie?
your least favorite a minute ago.
No, the KUs are. Dude, for the hoodie, I didn't even think about that. That's why you're the style guy. I'm the shoe guy.
Yeah.
But you're the style,
Right,
fit
I'm the
guy.
coordinator.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the coordinator.
Especially when you're doing it with the H&M shit. Back in the-
Anything. I can do it. You can go. I should have been doing those YouTube videos where it's like, yo, give me an $80 Walmart challenge and go buy some shit and make it look. I could do it.
We'd probably have more subscribers than 25K.
Maybe. Yeah, we're doing dumb fucking challenge videos.
Yeah.
But I could do it though.
Instead,
That's my style.
instead we were doing great reviews that got no views.
Great quality.
Oh,
Quality
I was on the
reviews.
floor a lot taking these on-feet shots. You know, get my shit fucked up. I could have broke my knee.
Funny.
All right.
You think these are gonna go under retail though?
Yes,
All of them.
some of them.
So should we wait?
I would, yeah. I mean, if you're serious about it and you're trying to save some money, you got some health issues, and don't fuck. I should have not got them. God damn. Who knows how
we're tying this all together today.
wonder
We're putting
how-
a nice bow on this
Yeah,
show.
I wonder
today.
how much I'm gonna have to pay the urologist.
Yeah, maybe you
Who
got
the
some
fuck
health
knows?
issues. Maybe you'll wait.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
wait it out.
Hit me with the Jerry Seinfeld. Hey Jerry, maybe you just wait. Or George.
George, maybe you just wait it out.
Yeah. Oh, give that man some credit.
Give him some credit.
Give them some credit.
So yeah, that was a cop, and so shout out to Brian Jackson. I'm sure there's other people who sent out the link, but I saw that link based off of him because he called us out on the MUP cast. He sent it to you, he sent it to me, and says, "Hey, here it is, boys, early, go get it." So of course I'm golfing yesterday morning before I go to work.
Yeah.
And I'm on the golf course and I'm copping. And by the way, I copped this shoe and made a birdie on that same fucking hole.
Oh, you rat bastard! Did you really?
I'm that.
Wow.
I'm that guy yesterday.
Let's go. That's good shit, dog.
Yeah, it was hole. It was hole one at Murphy Creek on the front nine, the very links course. Fucking shoe was there, middle of the fairway. Fucking put it on. Green and rag, no problem. Single putt. I'm in there like chin hair. Cop the Ultra Boost.
Yeah, I like those. Those would be the 3 pairs I'd want though. The UWs, those, and the Hoosiers.
Yeah,
But I got to get the Hoosiers for sure.
All right, so I had another cop, man, and it was my first cop actually through the Confirmed app. Have you signed up for the Confirmed app? Do you know anything about the Adidas Confirmed app?
No, I don't think so.
They've now went outside of the Adidas app, which a lot of people thought were shit, and I've been hitting with Adidas. Adidas is the only thing I can hit on. You know what I mean? Here lately, I got the Parlay 4Ds. I wasn't able to get the 4D Ultras though, the OG.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't get those, but I've got the Zions.
Interesting.
I've got all the Yeezys that come
But
out.
otherwise, you're hitting.
Dude, that was the only thing I've missed. Literally the only thing I've missed that I've tried to hit on. Everything else I've tried, I've got.
Hitting everything.
So let me-
hitting the birdie the other day.
Oh, easy.
Misha said, "Did you hit bombs though?"
Oh, dude. You should see the bombs I'd be hitting.
Did you?
I'm getting over 300 on the tee.
Are you?
I'm not doing 350, 370 like some of these young kids that I play with, but they've given me some technique over 3 all time.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So you are hitting bombs and you're hitting sneaks. Dog, you're hitting everything lately. What were you talking about? Why did the show get so dark earlier?
I know, man.
What are you doing?
I mean,
You're hitting everything.
outside of my health, everything is good. Everything is good. I mean, Robin could give me an extra massage here and there, but shit, everything else is good.
Sorry, I didn't
know?
mean to interrupt you.
I think you're right, man. All right.
Take a
so,
dump in the cup. Like, gee. Blake P, my contribution for TTF's Walmart fit, $4.99.
Sick.
He said we should all chip in for TTF to go to Walmart and put a fit together.
Let's go. I'll film. Well, you need to get filmed better first.
I probably could have spent, right. I probably could have, you realistically could probably spend less money than at like probably H&M or Forever 21 or somewhere like that than Walmart and get.
Oh, yeah, dude. Walmart's taxing.
Yeah, it's
But while we're at Walmart, we could pick up some cards. We could try to find some trading cards. Dude, Walmart's selling all those bitches so quick.
Go.
I've been like 3 times.
All right.
I hit L's there.
I'm in.
I get no trading cards. I hit L's there. But it'd be cool. I could wheel you in a wheelchair through Walmart. We get a fit. I think it'd be a great video.
That'd be fun.
All right. I'll send a symbol to that.
We'll just give that to.
Go ahead.
We should just shoot those for Patreon.
I think we should.
Oh, let me.
We should do something. We haven't shot the second part of my collection.
You got to shoot. Speaking of shooting, you got to shoot a basket too. Conley earlier in the show.
Okay.
We got to. I know, dude. We got to shoot that too.
I got to shoot that, dude.
Oh man.
I blame your bum leg. Your leg sucks. You didn't have your great form today. All right, let me shoot one for Conley.
How much? It's kind of harder than I thought. Having the leg extended.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Forward, yeah.
You get used to it.
Oh man,
airball.
Doubles, bro.
Take that L on the way out.
It's because I'm so sweaty.
Double L's.
All right, check it out. So first hit off the confirmed app. Have you signed up for it? First of all, no, you haven't. You should probably do that, man, if you want to try to even.
Misha says he hasn't hit on Adidas Confirmed in years. Why should I sign up?
Confirmed was old and now it's back.
Oh, okay.
So, Misha, you should be a little bit more specific and said, I never hit on Confirmed when it was available. Then when it went to Adidas app, I didn't hit there. And now that Confirmed's back, I'm still not hitting. Maybe be a little specific, Misha.
Okay,
and by
sorry,
the way,
I was just taking his advice.
And by the way, Misha, I owe you some money. I got you today, so don't worry. Anyways, let's get back to this. So, Adidas Confirmed app, I downloaded it, no problem. Everything comes over that was on your Adidas app. So your icon points, your status, you just have to sign in with your email that you use for Adidas app. So easy.
I only have 500 points, remember?
Well, then you should probably not sign up for that.
Thank you.
Just leave it not downloaded because you ain't going to get shit. Okay, you'd be like DJ Crush, never hit anything.
I was surprised how did I get early access?
I don't even want to give DJ Crush any cred, man. That guy hits me up like he's my ex-girlfriend all the time.
What do you mean?
That's weird. He's in my DMs all the time, making my lady
give
jealous.
Him some cred. Making my lady jealous. Give him some.
Give them some credit.
For God's sakes.
For real.
So check this out, man. So I was able to hit the Azareth. What do you like? What do you think about these?
Nah. Not my style of shoe.
I don't think so either. Remember, we did the OGs of these.
Yeah,
we did the review. They glowed. The cage was cool. But remember, I didn't like the way they fit. Now, let's not get them confused, right? Because we also reviewed the Quantums. Remember that? And I told you it felt like a high heel, like that basketball Quantum. Remember?
Yes, I do.
I didn't. So I like this shoe more than the Quantum. Now, this is a non-boost shoe. The Quantum had boost. But the Quantum, man, I felt like it's like my ass was up. Like my ass heel was up. And I felt like it was jamming me into the toe box, which was weird. So I didn't like that feel.
You forward,
and I went true to size, which is crazy. And most people go half up. People go half up in these. People go half up in all Yeezys for the most part.
Right.
But I did a 10.5 in these. So I think I did a 10 with this order. So I'm curious to see how that fits, more true to size. And if it sucks, I'll sell them quick. But I was happy to hit off the Confirmed app. First time using the app. I think that's a good hit.
One shot, one kill. What's the deal, Dal?
And right now, in a size 10 resale, $370, $375. So there's money to be made. These were $200.
Wow.
So money to be made. I think it's a great cop either to rock it or to flop it.
I think it's a pretty good amount of money to be made on resale.
For sure.
Especially when you talk about today.
And we'll see when pairs come in, but my pair will be in Friday, so tomorrow. And then, by the way, remember, I paid resale for the biohacks. Remember I bought those.
Yes.
I bought those bitches 2 weeks ago.
I'm pumped for those.
The seller flaked. So then Goat finds me another seller before they'll refund you your money, and they took their sweet time. I should have got the biohacks, dude, 5 or 6 days ago, and I'm finally getting them today. They're out for delivery. So I won't tell you what I spent. I spent over three. I spent over $3 and under $550. So that's where I spent.
Okay.
So right now, resale, they're about $310, $320. So,
why do you think that is? Are there more pairs than people thought or what?
Yes, more pairs than what people thought. I think the foot sites have a lot more people or pairs than what people thought. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm in like 4 or 5 raffles just to get another pair. And I did put 2 raffles for size 12 just in case.
Oh.
I'm trying to look out for you, big guy.
That's nice of you.
And I know you can't
Thank
really
you.
walk right now, but
Yeah.
you know, you can be like 2J's Kicks. At least wear one shoe.
I can. Why?
You can wear both shoes. He
Yeah.
can't because he
Yeah.
actually had foot surgery, so he has a
Ankle.
big ass fucking boot. No, he has. It wasn't ankle. It was
Oh.
like literally foot surgery. So he's got like pins and shit hanging out of his toes.
Oh, gross.
Oh yeah, well,
Disgusting.
that's bad news.
Who wants to watch that?
So I had these, the ASUs and the Biohacks. Biohacks will be here today. The Azarist will be here tomorrow, and then I think Tuesday for the ASU joints. So
Nice.
got some shoes coming in, man. So we'll have. I'm broke. We'll have some shoes to look at, and that should be fun, man. So
Good shit.
that's where I wanted to start, man.
What about Wexler leaving Adidas?
Wexler leaving Adidas. This is
We
interesting.
didn't get to time to hit that last show.
Yeah, so this caught everybody off guard, right? But what I know, working for corporations, you have to let people out of their positions very, very quickly if you're in kind of that executive status, which is what he was, because they know so much, right? They know what the company's doing for the next 6 months, for the next year, for the next 2 years, right? They've got those plans. So when an executive kind of steps down or in this case, goes for another opportunity. We didn't really know. We just like out of the blue last week or early this week, it was just announced that, Wexler stepping away from Adidas.
Yep.
We didn't know if he was fired. We didn't know if he did something wrong. But now what's come to light is he's actually going to work for Shopify.
Oh, no shit. I didn't
How
even see
crazy is that?
Wow.
Yeah, man. So I think he's going to work on the innovation and something else design team. I think he'll do very, very well. And as we know, we use Shopify on our back end merch. So I mean, I'm here to support that. I think it's cool, and I think what he's done, especially with the entertainment group for Adidas, with Kanye, Kid Cudi, Pharrell. We look at Beyonce. We look at all these relationships. That's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's really in that relationship business on the entertainment side with Adidas. He's done a great job. I really do think the success of Adidas, along with Ben Hirth, who is now in the soccer division, which sucks. Ben Hirth was the main designer for the Ultra Boost.
Oh, okay.
So I think those two
That's
individuals have made a huge impact with Adidas. And I think because they're now all over the place and in different places now with Wex, I think that's maybe caused some misses with Adidas. But at the same time, they also think they found something that worked and they oversaturated the market, and there we are. So I'm happy for Wex. I think it's a great move. I think Adidas is dying, and I think they're gonna have to die and then kind of have their next rebirth, and we'll see what that is. But I think Yeezy is really going to distance themselves from Adidas as a brand eventually. I think Adidas is kind of going to be their own thing eventually, because look, dude, Kanye's got a lot of money.
Well, they've been their own thing. You mean Kanye's gonna?
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
gonna
they're
not partnering with celebs anymore. You're saying?
Well, no, I just don't think. I think down the
or
road,
is Yeezy and Kanye or Yeezy and Adidas are splitting?
Yeah, Yeezy's going to take, or Kanye's going to take Yeezy away from the Adidas umbrella eventually.
Why
That's
would he
what I
do
think.
that if they're paying him that much money? Or you're saying Adidas is going to stop paying him?
Did you see his last interview or his latest interview?
With who did he do an interview with? I forgot.
I forget what his name was, but it
was Nick Cannon.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was.
it
Yeah, it was.
Nick Cannon, yeah.
So he talked.
Forget what his name is.
So he talked about a lot of things, but the things that were really interesting to me, especially when you're under such a big contract and you're literally the face of Adidas right now.
Yeah.
He talked about like, in my contract, I think I should be able to wear Jordans. I think I should be able to wear Jordans. And then he talks about kind of the black influence of culture, that type of thing. Dog, I don't think this guy's going to be with Adidas very long.
So what we remember when he posted the picture of the new Nike, were those ISPAs or?
The Herpy ISPAs, I believe.
He posted the picture, and then they were the shoe with all that crazy new tech.
Oh no, those weren't the ISPAs. Those were, those springboard joints.
Called.
Yeah, those
Shit.
shit. They were like $350 retail or something.
Right.
Like that. Yeah, I know.
So he posted a picture though. So he's obviously got friends and people in the industry sending him shit that
you don't
he's
think
not
Virgil
allowed
Abloh
to.
has sent him a bunch of shit?
Right.
He's got a bunch of off-white somewhere in his house.
So they're sending him this stuff he's not allowed to use or wear, yeah,
or talk about,
post,
or show
stuff like that. And so you think he's kind of getting
and
fed
now
up with
now he's talking about how he's saying in my contract I should be able to wear Jordans, and then goes into obviously the culture backing of that to back himself up. I do believe that Yeezy, because the amount of money. Kanye doesn't need Adidas, right? Like that guy is he's probably the wealthiest celebrity out there right now, in my opinion. I think there's probably facts that back that up. He doesn't need Adidas. And now that he's doing all the manufacturing, he's trying to get that all done like on his resort in Wyoming and trying to have everything US made. he's not going to need Adidas for very much longer. That's my opinion.
Vince in the chat says Yeezy Adidas contract runs out around 2024, somewhere around that. That's quite a while, guy. You think he's going to breach the contract? Or?
I don't think he's going to last that long.
You don't think 2024 is the end date?
No.
You think it comes quicker than that?
I think you see that in the next 2 years.
Wow.
I think you see a change. I don't know what that is.
Wow.
But in the next couple of years, yeah. When he gets his manufacturing done and has kind of a processes built with that, dude, yeah. I think it's over. But that's my opinion.
Interesting. Yeah.
You know,
very interesting.
We'll see.
Keep an eye on it. That's all we can do is keep an eye and say, Dow.
Yeah.
Man, you were crazy right about that. Dow, wow, you're an idiot. He just signed another 20-year deal. That's all we can do. Yeah. We'll watch and find out.
Dow, he actually bought Adidas. You're an idiot.
He actually moved the Adidas factories to his property on Wyoming, Dow, you moron.
You moron. So
you never know, bro.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That's the fun part of speculation.
Yeah, we'll see what happons on that. I guess.
Oh yeah, speculation. Yeah.
That's a good impression. I'm glad I didn't do it because you killed that one.
Sorry, where were you going?
How about Supreme this morning? Were you in?
I looked like
were you out?
8:55, dude. I was like, oh shit, Supreme today. So I'm hobbling around. I'm getting my stuff together for the show, and I jump on there and I looked for everything, and there was nothing I wanted to pull the trigger on. I thought maybe the steel chair. But I was like, I don't really want the Supreme steel chair, and I don't know that that's going to have resale value. It's not like it's the director's chair from before. So I was like, is it worth hanging on to? Is it going to, shoot up to where the director's chair is? Ultimately, I went in my head and thought, no, passed on it. $48 retail. Not crazy, not bad, $48. But then the thing I really wanted were the tie-dye shorts. That was the only thing I was going to go after was the tie-dye shorts. And I decided to pass because they were $98. I was just like, damn, dog.
Which ones did you like? Did you like the green and pink?
I don't know if I need $98 shorts.
Did you like the New York Nick joints? Or did you like the...
No, the first ones.
I guess those were like a jade.
First ones are the best in my opinion.
Yeah, first ones are fire.
That
looks like a TTF short.
Yep. Those are all me, all day, all night, all right. Yep. And cool. I couldn't pull the trigger on them. I just couldn't do it, dude. It was
$98 is a lot for a pair of
shorts.
especially
when I just broke my leg, like no health insurance. I got to figure out life first. Like I got to sell some sneakers and some fucking streetwear.
I would have bought the Ultra Boost before these.
Oh, really?
The college ones?
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that's just me. Especially now, and I say that because now we're heading into fall.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like I'm prioritizing, and I probably would have got the shoes before these, but I don't know.
That's my take on the Supreme stuff. That's the only thing I was really interested in and kind of sad I didn't cop, but $98 couldn't justify it. What about you?
Yeah, I was really only so this was Supreme in Nike's week. So I mean, I think there was some good stuff, but for me, the chair is all I wanted. And the only reason I wanted the chair because I'm different than you. I don't have the director's chair.
Right.
And
you were going to pay resale when it was cheap, and you never did.
I know. And you know why? Because the shipping with StockX was too fucking expensive.
Oh, right.
The shipping was, I think, $40-50 with StockX. So, like, that made a big difference, dude, because then the price it sounded good. You had $40 of shipping, and then you add the tax that now StockX charges. I was like, fuck, I'm out. I'm out.
Right.
So this chair, I think it's probably going to be just as expensive with shipping with StockX. And since I didn't get it at retail, I'm probably not going to get it. But I would have loved to have the red chair. I would have taken the black one. If anybody wants to sell it to me for $100 shipped, I'll pay it. Anybody from the cast. But again, it's not something I have to have. But I'd rather have the director's chair. Since I didn't have that, this would have been my consolation prize. And at $48, it seemed like a good deal to me. It seemed like it.
Right.
But truth be told, I don't want the director's chair. I don't want this fucking chair. The only chair I want is the lawn chair. I still want the Supreme lawn chair.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The cross pattern joint.
Yeah, the crosshatch. That shit is so sick to me. Mm-hmm. And it reminds me of sitting on the patio with my dad on our farm. And so there's that. There's a little bit of hype. There's a little bit of hype with it.
Little nostalgia.
I'd rather have a fucking lawn chair.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
The steel chair, we could have done some great shots. Some wrestling shots with you and I. Remember when we did the
Royal Rumble chair?
Yeah, do you remember when we did that? Yeah.
Dude, he lugged that thing back on the plane from the Royal Rumble to give it to the cast. That was
that's sick. You still have that, right?
Yeah, it's in my
sneaker attic.
Yep.
Nice, dude.
I was just standing on it the other day actually because I didn't have a step ladder.
I'm bored with Supreme.
Are you?
Is that wrong to say?
No, you were not bored a couple weeks ago when it just came out and the lookbook and had all these different accessories.
Dude, I didn't even buy the headlamp because I already have a headlamp. I think not having a job or having a real job that doesn't pay that much.
Right.
And we're not making much here, obviously, which
Takes
is
you
fine.
out.
I think it takes me out a lot, and I really have to be specific with what I do. So because I have to be specific, it's like so much of this stuff is so easy to write off, I guess.
Yeah.
This stuff is really easy to write off when it becomes...
And it's hard. The resale's not as big of a flip as it used to be. You know, you're having to hang on to stuff longer to be able to get rid of it. I still see people all the time like, I still got this, and this, and they can't get rid of it. Trying to sell. So
yeah, man.
It's just how it goes. Travis Scott, McDonald's, and then we'll go into the sneakers and the gifts in studio.
Yeah, man.
Call it a day.
So we have a little bit more information. This leaked about a week ago that Travis Scott and McDonald's are going to do something. We don't really know what it is. We didn't know what it is. A lot of us figured that it would be something of a Happy Meal, right? A toy, something that has cross-reference. He is actually, though, according to this, getting his own meal. And what this meal includes, so McDonald's is adding Travis Scott meal to the menu starting on September 8th. The meal includes a quarter pounder with cheese, bacon and lettuce, medium fries with barbecue sauce, and a Sprite, priced at $6. This is what you're looking at essentially. Some fries, some BBQ sauce. Literally, they're throwing bacon on a quarter pounder because bacon doesn't come stock, and then you got a Sprite. Does this make you want to jump to go to McDonald's and shit your pants?
No.
Me either.
So what is it called? It's called the Travis Scott meal?
I guess so. Check this out. Here's another.
Is it nationwide or is it in Houston only or what?
It doesn't say nationwide yet. It says participating locations. So I don't know if that means worldwide or anything like that. They had another picture I was going to show you.
Dude, have you ever seen someone do more with less than Travis Scott?
Oh, dude.
Dog.
No.
Jaquise Berman Webster II is absolutely just, that's his government, if you didn't know.
Oh, I was like, is that somebody in the comments? He must be new here.
No, it's Jaquise Berman Webster II is Travis Scott.
Wow.
Dude, this guy, is this because he's with Kylie Jenner? Is that why he's getting all these
I don't think
opportunities?
he is anymore.
Oh, but they have a baby, though. Do you think she still looks out? She's like, yo,
Stormy?
Stormzy, you got to take care of her.
Stormy. Not
I said that the other day to
not
my girl, too.
Stormzy, the rapper.
Right.
The UK.
Canadian, or
grind,
UK.
The grind rapper, yeah, whatever. Grime.
That's
my fault. Grime. Damn.
Stormzy. That's funny.
Like Tweedledee, Tweedledum over
here. Do you think Kylie's like, though, I want to make sure Stormy's good. You need to be, I'm going to try to give you all these, these opportunities.
No, it's not Kylie.
You don't think so?
It's Kris Jenner.
Oh, Chris, right.
It's Chris.
Right.
She's the entrepreneur.
Well, whatever it is. Do you think being attached to that clan is what's affording him all of these opportunities? That way, later on, when he's starting to fizzle and shit goes awry, they can start dangling the carrot in front of him or holding it in. Maybe similar to Kanye.
Yeah.
Maybe in a little bit of a weird way because it seems like every man that gets around those women becomes nuts.
I think there's some Kardashian influence. Yes. I don't think it's everything. I think Travis Scott has hit a vibe, and I think he's doing it in a way He's doing it in a way that is very cultural centric, you know, bringing dunks back that collected dust hands in all the skate shops.
Right.
You know,
I just don't get what the marketability is or what the deal is with him. It's like
his own shit sucks.
The music
his quality, his shipping time.
But I'm just talking about what makes him a guy that's allowed to push that
that's pushing this stuff
that
so far.
So many corporations want to partner with and do all these collabs. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. What makes him
hot
so different or than any of these other cats or what? And maybe I'm not tapped in. Maybe somebody can help me out. I just don't get it. I don't get the music isn't that good. It's not like my man's a style icon. It's not like he says any super profound shit.
Right.
I don't understand.
You don't hear anything about the misappropriation with the culture stuff that's happening with the movements.
That, yeah.
You know, he's not involved with that really. This is interesting.
Well, I saw a clip come out from an interview, kind of went viral, like semi-viral, talking about basically, I don't remember the exact thing. I'll probably misquote it, but he was just talking about how it was a quick clip about black people dealing with police, and he was almost condemning black people. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, they are the problem with their interactions with police, like the aggressiveness or the
Kardashians
whatever.
definitely got into his head.
So yeah, it was just real interesting to see. Like, damn, very weird. And then, like you said, there's no follow up on any of that. He's not over here pushing that movement. So where's the support really coming from? Like, how is he getting all this support, and how is he getting these companies to do these collabs as if he has this, as if he's Elon Musk, like as if he's somebody that is actually doing some real, you know what I mean? Like, I just throw Elon's name out there. There's plenty of people that are doing real good shit,
real crazy shit
that deserve collabs with like the collabs he's getting, but
I think he's just got a great marketing team behind him because, like, he's really marketing himself towards this younger group, right? Like, look at the Fortnite shit that he just did. You know, so Fortnite is something that I don't fuck with, you don't fuck with. We're not real gamers, but there's a lot of younger kids that are all about that shit.
Dirty dude's 30
Dirty
already.
DJ
He's
said
30.
said his
It's not like
kids
he's
were
22.
super hype on that Travis Scott collab. You know, and now McDonald's, that's some kid shit.
Right.
I don't eat it because it ties my
That's a
gut.
step up from a Happy Meal right there.
That shit ties my guts in knots. I can't do it.
McDonald's?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? I just saw you at McDonald's today.
Well, I had a sausage McMuffin. If I have a hamburger or a cheeseburger or French fries, oh my God,
Then you're in trouble.
I have liquid poop.
Breakfast, you're fine though.
Breakfast, I'm good.
Do you always eat the same exact breakfast there?
Sausage McMuffin.
You never try the breakfast burritos. You never try the.
Oh no, I would. Dude, I'd be doing.
McGriddles.
I'd be doing some old fashioned butt racing on our carpets. It would not be good.
Old fashioned butt racing.
Oh yeah, it'd be not good. It'd be not good in here.
Stupid. Oh my God, I'm dead.
Like it just makes my tummy like feel like it's tied in knots. Tummy. You hear tummy?
Right
alarm?
out, yeah, there's a tummy blast in there.
All right, let's get
Nice
the
one.
hell out of here. Shit, not with Travis.
Give me the
Scott.
gifts.
Let's get some gifts here.
Give me the gifts, and we'll open them up. Actually, I call these gifts. These aren't really gifts. There's one gift in here. That's a pair of shoes. You don't even know what shoes we're showing, do you?
Hold on.
What?
Before we quit with Travis Scott,
What happened?
my dumbass buys something,
Here, hold up.
and I just got it in.
All right. Let's see what's up. Oh,
Go ahead and show that bad boy to the camera.
there you go. You got it.
What do you know about the Cactus Jack, Cactus Trails boat keychain?
Oh, some good old fashioned boat racing.
Yeah, some boat racing. You know why I bought this? So my
Why?
keys could float. Because we live near so much water here. I thought that was a great buy.
I think I don't understand. I've seen these,
Yeah.
but they do them as like giveaways.
Yeah.
You bought this. I don't understand.
I bought it. I think it
For
was
what?
I think it was nostalgia
And how
again.
much?
I had a family member growing up that had a boat, and he
Nostalgia
had
got the best of them.
dude, and he had a boat keychain just like this, and I think it said, I don't know what.
Yeah,
boat
whatever
names
it was. Yeah, I've seen those before.
Certainly
but they're
not
like
Yakima.
giveaways. They're like I got a stack of them at the damn marina. You just grab one out the bucket and go on your way.
No, I bought this one.
No, you went ahead and paid.
I bought this
So
one.
you're the people. Now we figured it out, dude. You're the people.
I'm the people doing the kid shit?
You're the people that is buying this stuff. That's
no.
buying these collabs. That's doing the dude. You're there. You bought You did some old fashioned boat racing on that thing. Unbelievable.
I'm a sucker.
Nice one, dude.
I am a sucker.
Nice one, Dal.
All right, let's move on.
All right, let's get some gifts going here. All right, Dal's grabbing those. These are actually not gifts. I don't know why I keep calling them gifts. I paid for some of these items. I'm just going to show you guys on the show. But, yeah, we'll just show these really quickly. And then...
Old-fashioned boat racing.
Just taking a piece out of your bag there. Shout out to the homie Adam Eby. I made a deal on him for all this, or I made a deal with him for all this stuff. And then he sent us these shoes. We're going to look at a pair of shoes. I don't think these have had a U.S. release, and I haven't heard anything about them getting a U.S. release. Pair of Dunks. Are you familiar with these? I think you are. We're going to take a look at them in a minute.
Oh, geez. They better not be those ACGs.
We're going to take a look in a minute.
If they're those ACGs and they're my size, Adam, you're not getting them back. You're getting money.
We're going to take a look at them in a minute.
God damn it.
But look at it. He sent us a box full of stuff. Look at some sneaker cleaner.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can switch whatever. Switch it. You're going to model all this stuff. That's fine.
Some sneaker cleaner, huh? Wait,
No.
this is a gift.
Open
for
it
us.
up. Yeah, check it out. Yeah.
All right, it says 4-piece set, reusable tin.
It's not sneaker cleaner.
Oh, that's not sneaker cleaner.
It's cards. Send us some cards. Whip those off to the camera real quick.
All right, let's see here. We got a little Griffey,
Little Ken Griff June.
upper deck retro. We got a little Vinny Castilla, a little bit of Rockies action back
heavy.
in the
Yeah.
day. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We got a little Todd Helton.
The
What was his
Todd
nickname?
Father.
Was that his
Todd,
nickname?
yeah.
The Todd Father.
There he is.
Oh, dude. Newly Hall of Famed Larry Walker.
Larry
Walker.
That's how the announcer here used to do it, Coors Field.
Another Larry Walker. Pretty sick.
Look at that, coming through with a couple L dubs. All right.
I love Larry Walker. He's one of my favorites.
And what is that? A picture of you and your friend, or him and his friend? What's going on?
Yeah,
Is it a card?
I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, it looks like it's
Oh, it's Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey and his friend Jay
Jay Buhner.
Buhner.
Yeah, there you go.
It's was that a hologram card? What does it say?
No.
No?
Collector's choice.
Damn. Pretty sweet, though.
What's the last
I
one?
love Griffin.
Oh, another Larry.
Oh, this one's sweet. I'm going to have to keep this one. The Larry Walker league
good.
leaders.
That's
But dude,
hologram style.
But then if you switch it over, a Manny Ramirez league leader.
Oh, that's sick.
That's a sick card. I better keep this one. You can have the rest.
Evie, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Evie.
Those are sick.
What else you got? Evie, that's a good start. Oh, what is that? That's a football tee?
Football tee.
Why?
Because this sits on there.
Ooh.
And this is a
What is that?
Ricky Williams.
Oh, man. My man, Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams autograph football, dude. It's got the certification right there on the zip tie.
That's sick.
Attached to the laces. Super ill, dude. What do you know about Ricky Williams? You ever seen that 30 for 30 Run Ricky Run?
Yes, I have.
Great one. Check it out if you don't. Who knew that guy ripped down guitar?
I know, dude.
I know.
That's so sick.
I know.
And then, like, he's a coach for, like, the Pee-wee football.
Yeah.
Like, super inspiring, super good, and he loves his weed.
I know.
I think it's awesome.
Ricky, dude, have you ever seen a guy? That's a guy. That's what Josh Gordon should aspire to. Remember when he left the league for a few years and then he just came back and killed it with Miami? Ricky Williams. Love me some Ricky Williams. Yeah.
That's pretty tight, dude. And the football tee.
And the football tee.
The kicker's tee.
All right.
I like it. That's cool. That's way
Next
cool.
up, look at this joint, dude.
Oh, wow. Damn, I'm super jelly about that, dude.
Autograph baseball, and it is money with the signature. It is on point with the signature, and that is a Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know if, there you go, tilt it. Really, really dope. Maybe you can scoot it back a little.
See it pretty good? There you go. That looks good. That's cool, dude.
Ill. Super ill. Ken Griffey Jr. Autograph baseball there.
Yeah, it's a nice little display piece, too. I really like that. Oh, dude, your crutches. You're losing them.
And then, look at these joints. Made their way back to your boy.
Oh, man. The Michael Porter.
Who's been following the cast since we did a Michael Porter Jr. sneaker giveaway? Look at these joints. Autograph Puma Clyde Courts, signed by Michael Porter Jr. of the Denver Nuggets. Hopefully future Hall of Famer. You know.
Damn. These were the pair from Ascent Eyes. Shout out to Ascent Eyes on these.
Shout out to Ascent Eyes.
Thomas. Dude, now everybody in the cast is going to be like, they never gave him away. They never gave him away.
I made a deal. I did some wheeling and dealing. They made their...
To get them back to us.
They made their way back, bro.
Wow.
They made their way back.
Dude, these are sweet, man.
Thanks.
Just better stuff for our design in here.
Right, exactly.
When can we start making money here with the most underrated? Because we got some sick designs in here. I'll tell you that.
How do you get this? Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
I was going to say, how do you get this thing off autofocus?
That's as glorious as I've looked all cast.
All right, there we go. No, really?
Hope people love that.
Stop it. So, yeah, there we go. There's all the gifts
Nice, dude.
that we have received here.
I'm impressed. I'm sure he gave you a great deal.
Absolutely. He's the best, dude. All right, so check it out. You remember these kicks? I'm not sure if you do, but...
Oh, my God.
Do you know what these are?
I know what these are.
What are they?
So they're dunks, but... So they don't say ACG on them. But I'm going to guess that they're... So there's a sick pair. ACG, Terras, or the Shishikos.
Both, 2 guesses.
I think either of those, I can't remember if the Shishikos come in this, but like the Shishikos are like the denim, the blue denim looking pair of dunks. Those are my 2 guesses on these.
Which one are you more confident in?
Shit, I don't know. Probably, I want to say ACGs because the ACGs for sure had this box. I can't remember if the Shishiko dunks had them or not.
If we're on the final question for $1 million, you're out of lifelines. Who wants to be a millionaire? What's the final answer? What are you locking in? What pair of shoes is in this box?
Because both, I don't think the Shishikos have had a U.S. release either.
Ooh.
So.
That hint. You're picking up on that hint.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of EB and who he is. I'm going to say the Shishiko dunks.
Shishiko dunks. Open them up. Let's see what they are. Size 11.
It won't fit me.
I know. A little too big
I can't
for
buy
you,
it from
too small for me. Dude, what about that, Down?
Man.
Nice job, bro.
All right, dude.
Nice job. You may not have the resale prices on lock, But that was a good one today.
Dude,
Nice job, man.
Look at the quality of these. Dude, hold on. Let me show the camera these. Dude, look at how hairy that is.
Yeah.
That looks like some 70s shag carpet hairy. Wow.
Really dope, right?
That is really nice. Can
The
you
reason
put,
when
can
he-
you put your big man feet in these?
No,
These are sick.
I need a 12. But
Holy
when he
shit.
was asking if I wanted to see these, I was like, the reason I told him yes, because I thought this is a shoe that you would really like, dude. This just looks like a denim Dow shoe to me.
This is
You are
cool.
denim Dow.
Denim Dow.
Dude, you with the jean, I could see you. I could see you in these. This looks like your style of shoe to me.
Dude, this is only going to get better. Like, look at the denim, like how it's shredding in part of the seams. As that whole shoe shreds, that's only going to get better and better and better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really like this shoe, and I was kind of out.
I know, but
just
in
'cause
person, sick, right?
man, the quality is so nice on these, dude. Wow.
I love how the laces are like just a little bit cream
Oh, they
to
are.
match this instead of
The
white.
midsole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laces are kind of a cream tone to match the midsole there. Peanut
That's
butter
a sick
outsole.
shoe, actually.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
And you
see
got the blue laces that come with them as well.
Right. And you see the vent holes in the tongue? They look
Or in the
like,
toe box.
Or in the toe box, yeah. They almost look like a cross. What design would you say that was? That's not just a typical like dots. That looks like almost just like a cross. It's interesting. So they're actually bigger vent holes than typical on a dunk.
You know what it looks like to me, fool?
What does it look like?
Jacks. You remember those toys?
Oh, yeah.
Jacks, dude.
Jacks. You bounce the ball, you pick
Bounce
up the
ball,
jack.
Pick up the jacks.
Shit.
It looks like little jacks, dude, like little diamonds.
Or little stars without the full star treatment, I guess. I don't know. It's
Interesting, though. But yeah, I thought maybe
A lot of
after
great
you saw these in
details.
person, I was like, this might be a shoe Dow wants to pick up. Because these are just, I feel like you would rock these.
I wonder what resale is on those.
Now you're looking.
It got me thinking.
Now you're in.
You got me thinking a little bit.
Let me know. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, this is like little, it's like little diamonds, aka stars, aka jacks.
Yeah. Jacks.
It's little stars, dude. Little diamonds in the thing. These are sweet though, man.
Those are the One Republic.
Quality on them is very, very nice. I don't know. It's not like a shoe I have to have that I really like want to rock or anything, but man, I see you in these. It's very neutral. It's very chill, but it's got some nice blue, vibe to it. Different blues, which is a good hue for you. And then also the fact that it has good materials. You're a material guy.
Those are great
You
materials.
love materials. This is all you, man.
Yeah, man. If I could get that pair at a decent price, dude, I'd love to shred those up.
Yeah.
See what denim looks like after that.
What was resale? Did you see?
No, I haven't seen yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry. I was looking at the
Here,
materials.
look it up.
They look
I'll
great.
it up. Oh, and Dallas bought the brown Travis mask.
Oh, I did.
Philly Mayor. Philly. You're right. Hell, Philly, we figured it out. We came to the bottom. Guys like Dallas are keeping them in biz. There it is.
I wore that today, actually.
right.
That was the mask, and it is not breathable. It's not good.
Oh, dude, when you came in this morning, we were talking right when you came in the door. I could tell you were struggling
It was
to breathe.
muffled,
I was
right?
going to be like, Dal, just take the mask off. You were like, yeah. And because you just walked in all the way across the parking lot and you were wearing this thing the whole time.
Oh, man. I'm that guy, I guess.
Huffing and puffing.
Not good.
That's so funny. Yo, fools, thoughts on the Yeezy slides? They go on sale here in 10 minutes. I'd rather have the foam runners, to be honest, Doug. If I was going to buy a shoe like that, I'd get the foam runners. Yeah. I'm not a big slide guy anyway. I don't. I was going to say I own one pair of slides that I wear for the pool because I have a pair of Jordan swim trunks. So I have Jordan slides. I don't have them anymore. They got wrecked in the fire. I don't even have those slides.
I got the Boost slides. I've got the Kith Coke slides and the Stussy.
So what you're saying is either way you're trying to slide.
Slide to the left.
Slide
to the right.
I did Drake and then you did Cupid Shuffle. No, is that Cupid Shuffle? What is that? That's not Cupid Shuffle. What is it? Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross.
One stop, y'all.
One stomp this time. Two hops this time.
Bump, bump. Now, what's the next thing where you do like the little shake at the end? Now, jive, y'all. What does it say? Or what is it?
I know one of them was like salsa, real smooth.
Oh yeah.
Step back now, y'all. Or I don't know what he says, y'all. Come on now, y'all. 1 hop this time. 2 hop this time. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
Yeah, something like that.
Everybody clap your hands. Yeah, dude. Oh, come on, bro. What is that called, fellas? The cha-cha slide, dog. Is that called the cha-cha slide?
Dude, when we used to have get-togethers, I have a big Hispanic family. We'd have get-togethers, dude. All the women.
Dog, that's called the cha-cha slide. You used to get together, a big Hispanic family, and you didn't know the name, guy?
Sorry, man.
Come on. All the women, sorry, what were you saying? All the women?
All the women just go up there and just get
Dancing?
busy on that
Nice.
song. Even my mom with their crippled ass hips, she'd be out there doing the cha-cha slide.
Or do her hips lie or no?
Wasn't looking that in depthly, okay?
Below not good.
We're getting off the rails here.
Sean said below not good. Yeah, we'll get out of here. Thank you to everybody that came through today in the chat, man. Thanks for bearing with us. Sorry we're having some health issues and some bullshit going on, but we always try to keep it as real with you guys as we can, so you guys know what the hell is up.
I didn't want them fools thinking I was arrogant and thinking I was too good for the cast.
Right.
I got other issues.
Exactly. So with that in mind, we should be back on Monday because, we don't do no load management, even though it is Labor Day. So if you're off work, I'd appreciate it if you guys still slid through and joined us, hung out for a couple hours. If you are doing a barbecue or doing some family shit, I understand that too, but just cancel. It's COVID.
Put us on the JBL
Just tell them you're scared of the
speakerphone.
COVID.
Yeah, the COVID.
Just say, hey, I'm not coming over the COVID.
Yeah.
All right, and on that note, we'll see you fools on Monday.
Later.
Funny.